could be heard by everyone else. And stop blowing out your eardrums. Live. Steve. Hopefully.
Oh, hi.
Hello?
Hi.
A double dab
Hello.
slit to kick us off.
Hello
Sounds like
there.
a good day.
General Kenobi. Hello. Hello there.
Welcome. We're back
Come
for
on in.
a.
Sit. Pull up a chair.
Unless you don't want to.
Unless you don't want to, I guess.
No, yeah.
But just get comfy. Things are gonna be
Mandatory. You don't have a choice.
So we can play some quest. Soaring City,
Fun. Play some
Season 4.
Quest.
Episode 5. Fires of the Fray.
Whoops.
So, not to dilly-dally or wait. Just, can someone remind me the particular brand of peril we find ourselves in?
We're fucked.
Well, supposedly the Vertex is dead, or at least it is claimed that the Vertex is dead and that Faris murdered him. And
Oh no, the Radiant said it.
The
He has a really
Radiant-
important title. He's probably telling the truth, right?
yeah, the Radiant would always tell the truth. Faris knows this, so obviously
Very
it must be
honest guy.
true. And he told everyone in the city with a big, loud, magic voice that this was the case,
Yes.
and told them all to hunt her down. This is great. This
Yes.
is fine.
You're being hunted.
And didn't he offer a title to whoever aided in
Yeah.
the capture or
I believe it was a
murdered?
regency.
Regency.
Yeah. See? We're screwed.
He's
Yeah,
helping the people with upward mobility in Shamsara.
Yeah, that's honestly great.
Right. And to add to that structure, just to make the situation even more dire, because that wasn't enough drama before, I believe the party decided to split up.
Yeah.
That seemed like the good idea at
Now
the
let's
time.
see
Correct.
if I remember my memory. I believe the plan was to send Zayke across the city to retrieve some documents that were buried in a park, and send Ro to the Palace of the Sun to make sure Alika's okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Both
I'm
of them
just
by
hearing good
themselves.
ideas right now. Hearing
Yep.
good ideas.
Right.
I'll have it be known that Lena was not a fan of that, but
Look, now, when you say it in that voice, it sounds like a terrible idea, but last Monday it sounded fine. Right?
Well,
Now,
Faris can't go.
Let's trust
fine.
past Zayke. Oh, and while all that's happening, the rest of the party with Faris are hanging out in the back of poor helpless Nadia's shop.
yeah.
Nadia.
Doesn't deserve this.
Nadia is not.
Doesn't deserve this shit.
Nadia's great.
She just wanted to stalk her shows.
Just doesn't deserve this
Oh,
shit, is what.
And
is what she is.
Janan, who's Faris's old Solari mentor, and Nerul, who is like another fellow Solari of Faris's that she trained with, came up with, are also both there with us. Neither of them are Solari anymore. They're
Sounds
just
like there's a-
hemorrhaging Solari in this fucking city.
It's almost like there's a structural commentary going on there. I know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know though. I'd need to.
Listen, hey, Aaron's just a good anti-capitalist, getting rid of the people on the top and bringing upward mobility to the people on the bottom. All right?
But keeping
I mean-
himself at the top.
I mean,
Sure.
that's the key
Obviously.
point.
Some people have to make some sacrifices, and he has chosen to sacrifice himself to stay always in the same position. See?
Oh, so
See,
good of
Nunu
him.
knows.
Yeah. All right, now kill us already.
So yeah, that's what we're jumping into. I think we're gonna. I guess I should ask Lena. When
Yes,
Zayke,
hello.
before Zayke leaves, would there be some heartfelt "don't die" moment or some variety of that?
I don't know how heartfelt it would be. It'd probably be like, "You're being an idiot. Don't die, or I'll kill you."
Excellent.
Like Lena will know if Zayke gets into trouble. Like there's a very clear if something happens to you, you better know I'm chasing you. Like I don't.
I mean, I think
care.
Megan already knows that Zake's gonna get into trouble, but that's fine.
Just remember that Lena can tell if they are in danger.
I'll try to remember.
I don't like.
All right. So, Ro, you are our champion to begin with.
Woo!
How does Ro head off to the palace. Is it bird mode?
Yeah, at least for start. They're gonna turn into some sort of small, inconspicuous, like local bird that they've seen. They've been keeping a close watch for sure. So I, Sam, don't know what that would be, but Ro does.
Is a really cute small bird, with a name. Really good name.
Yeah, there you go.
They call them dust tails.
There you go. And a little dust tail. Still a little redder than local ones, probably, but.
Sure. All right, so yeah, you fly up over the city and can see, you can see a city in turmoil. People are out and active, searching, shouting. You see torches lit, fires burning. This place is turning itself upside down to find all of you.
People are weird.
But
It's Ro's internal monologue flying.
Yep.
You know, wolves don't burn down their freaking houses trying to find their prey. What the hell? Humans are messed up.
Yeah. So, you are able to fly to the Palace of the Sun without incident.
Okay.
You're a bird.
I am bird caca.
Yeah, you're up on top of the mesa, over the palace. There are some windows. Most of them are big and don't really open. You have that roof hatch that you took the first time to go in with Naima.
I think first Ro actually wants to try to scout things out, and like fly around to, if they know where this meeting had been happening, they're gonna want to go and poke their little bird head through that window first, like whatever conference room or, you know, big meeting space
Sure.
things may have been going down in.
It's one of the smaller meeting salons, and it does have like a couple stylized windows, but you're able to swoosh on by those and see that the room is empty. No Alika, no Garrus, no Nare, no Vertex, no blood, no body.
Okay, I was gonna say, do I
It's
see
empty.
like a struggle or anything, flipped chairs or something?
The carpet's a little ruffled.
Okay. I think Ro's gonna sort of hop around on that ledge, not sure where to go next, and then they're just gonna call out with their like friends telepathy to pretty much any creatures that will hear them and just be like, hi, I Sans or Mice or somebody. Are you here? I need some directions, please. And see if anybody answers.
There's a beat, and then out from a hole in the base of the wall behind the couch flows a stream of Frostweaver ants
Yes.
on up the windowsill. And they just kind of stand in front of the window, which is stylized. Can I talk back telepathically? I don't think they can.
Yeah, I guess not because I haven't cast speak.
Yeah.
Anything. I think it takes Ro a minute to realize, oh, wait, hold on. And now I will cast speak
Yeah.
with animals. I'm still in bird form though, like not wanting to draw attention to myself.
The ants are, as soon as you pop speak with animals, the ants are not being that subtilized. They're just whooping and hollering and shouting, exulting the return of Rose Starfall.
Oh my god. I'm like, okay, thank you. You're all so nice here. Oh my goodness. I'm looking for my friend. She's one of my friends who came with me here. Have you seen her? She's got the, long dark braids and she's really cool and hangs out with my friend Faris all the time.
We know the one.
Is she okay? Do you know where she is?
She was taken from here. Downward.
I come in. Can you help me find her, maybe?
We can search, but she's too big to move.
Well, I can take care of that, I think. I just need to find her first.
All right. We shall find her. What of the other ones who were in this room?
Did Ro care about anybody else there?
Garrus, Nare, and ostensibly something happened to the Vertex.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I kind of need to know, is everybody, like, okay? Do you know what happened? Was there a fight? Was everybody taken?
There was a chittering and a chattering that runs through the Frostweavers, and eventually a young one is brought to the front, carried upon the arms and legs of its family. And this little tiny guy goes, I was there. I was in the room.
You were in the room where it happened. What happened?
The Sunkeeper arrived. And then there was this blindingly bright light. And then they all were, when the light went away, they were all asleep, or something like it.
Everybody?
Everyone in the room.
Oh. And then what happened?
They got dragged out of here and down into the Undercroft.
Oh, so they're all underground. Okay. Alright. Well, first, I definitely really need to find, Alika, and if the Vertical is still alive, I need to find them.
We can do that.
You're so wonderful, thank you.
We shall move upon the wind. For you.
Okay. Oh, you're the best.
And literally
But be safe,
a chunk
okay?
of them start flying.
Awesome.
As you say, tell them to be safe. To go. Our individual lives are but pale dots in comparison to your brilliance.
No, that's not true. I love you all.
They cheer.
While they're I think while they're scouting, Ro will look for like an open window that they can get into because they don't want to start like tipping people off that they're in yet.
Yeah. As you're about to leave the window, the door opens, and the ants all yell "scatter" and just dissolve away into like the carpets and in the furniture and stuff. And standing there in the opening, looking at the room and eyes crawling on up to this bird on the windowsill, is Aaron the Radiant. Battle armor, spear at the ready.
Ro's like, thinking to themselves, just act natural. They like take a few picks at the windowsill with their beak and then like go to fly away. Like just trying to look like they're a bird eating an ant.
He squints his eyes really hard, and you can see a slight glow building upon his hand.
Whoops.
But then you fly away before he actually is able to enact any upon his suspicions.
Okay, cool. I was just like, that's probably gonna be a problem, I bet. I'm sure it's fine. Start looking for an open window.
Yeah. You're flying nearby, you hear him shout to an attendant to deal with these goddamn ants.
It was like, I'd like to see you try.
There's a lot of them. All right, we're gonna pop over to Zayke. So, what exactly is the plan of conveyance here?
It's a very good question, Nat. I'm glad you asked it. Okay, what's the plan, folks?
Oh, why don't you guys dress up as a Solarian?
When we finished, I was changing into Solari armor, take everything from the bottomless bag, you know, every piece of armor, Faris's old spear, everything, and just ask everyone to turn around and put it on. And
all right, you get dressed.
Yeah. All right. Pretty sure this is gonna work for most people unless I find some higher up. I doubt they will be patrolling the streets, so I'll try to keep... I don't know, should I keep the main street? I guess main streets is probably fine. It would be suspicious for a Solari to be in alleyways, right?
I mean, I guess you could say you were hunting for me.
Oh, absolutely. That's what I'm going to do.
So you could have good reason to be in back streets if someone did find you there.
Okay, well, in that case, most direct route is what I'm going to take. Now, I have very little clue of how the city is organized, so please try and explain it to me in detail. How do I get there?
Okay, where's this box buried?
Wystock. And you would know that that's what passes for the greenery park on the other edge of the city. It's a nicer nicer section.
Mm-hmm.
It's still off the mesa, but buildings are bigger and there's things like gardens and public places.
You're gonna want to head either around the mesa or over it. You might actually be better off going over it, considering people saw me down here. Down into basically the opposite side of the mesa from here, there are a bunch of, public gardens and things. It's one of those.
One of those. Great. Okay.
Do you have like a specific?
Yes, kind of look at the person with the info. Anything else?
Well, you should probably give them the paper detailing exactly where it is.
Just looks at it and hands it over. Is it like written down as an address, or is there like a map leading to this thing? Yeah, it's like a treasure map.
It's a bit of an eclectic collection. It's got the name of the place, Wystock, and then it's got a little doodle of a gazebo, and then there's an X under the gazebo.
Sorry, I can only think of the gazebo at Katsucon. Faris will... Sorry, cosplayer. Yeah. Faris will hand the paper over to Zayke and be like, so this is one of the like smaller gazebos in this garden. It's in the west like area of this garden. There's a big fountain surrounded by rose bushes, and then you walk through there, and then afterwards is this gazebo. It's painted blue with a bunch of like gold detailing on it. The usual stuff, suns and all that.
Should be fine. Okay, and once I get to this gazebo, what is this info? What am I looking for? I don't want to miss anything. Paperwork? Where's it hidden?
Box, paperwork, a couple seals, a couple written reports.
Okay.
Should be just fine.
Okay, ceiling, under floorboards. What's the deal here?
They put in the gazebo after I buried it.
Okay. Wait,
Sorry.
what? They built the gazebo on top of where you buried it?
That is what I just said, wasn't it? Did I stutter?
But that doesn't sound... How am I... What? Do I have to...
How did Faris
destroy a gazebo?
Because it's on the paper that they made sense to describe where it is.
I will hand Zayke my shadow cutter.
Okay.
It'll get you through a gazebo.
If you say so. Okay. I'll try.
Get through a magic barrier, it can get through a gazebo.
Yeah. It usually
Magic
connects
gazebo.
two places, right? But if it's buried, it doesn't connect to the ground.
Well, it'll get you through the floorboard of the gazebo to the ground.
I'm not too confident in this plan.
I don't know what
this
this
is our
little
plan.
glowing magic thing is, but she seems pretty confident at work.
Okay, sure. Kind of unclasps the scabbard, the magical scabbard that I found in episode 1, season 1. Throwback. Gives it, pointed at Lena. I don't like this, but can you just hold on to this for me? Would be weird to carry the spear and the scabbard.
I don't like any of this. But yes, I will hold it for you.
Okay.
Just don't do anything stupid.
More stupid than cutting through a gazebo? I don't think that's possible, so I think we're fine.
Well, if you die, I'll kill you.
Yeah, would expect nothing else. Don't worry, it's gonna be fine. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Thank you.
I'm sure
Zayke.
they're all busy looking for Faris, not for another Solari, right?
Yeah.
All right, Doctor, do your thing.
All right. Faris, just show me how to. Well, show me your tattoos and I'll make it work. Guess.
Just go
And,
stand next to the doctor.
And
Just
yeah.
tracing Faris's tattoo art. This is unacceptable, Robert.
Okay. But yes, the doctor will reshape Zayke. Wow, I couldn't get the name Nunu out of my head on Zayke.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like Nunu to look different. I think sounds nice.
Right? To make them look
It's your husband
like
you're talking
a
to.
Solari.
Wonderful.
Weird. Just looking at
Yeah.
Zayke.
Oof. I hope you're not lying and you can put me back to what I was before. Anyway.
Oh no, it was a lie. You stuck like.
What? What are you talking about?
I am kidding. Even if I could normally bring you back, I could just do this again and make you look like. And
So,
would need a
I-
picture of you.
Okay.
I do have to ask, what do you make Zayke look like?
Generic Solari 101.
Yeah, you know, I've seen a bunch of Solari around the city, and I'm not trying to make. The issue is to make them look exactly like another Solari, I have to have a picture of them. So I'm just gonna try and generically make them look like the Solari I've seen, and using Faris's tattoos to at least make that seem as legitimate as possible.
Falwin
It's like if you had
boots
a-
up that AI algorithm that takes photos and creates a new person.
Yes.
You know?
It's like if you're on a Solari character creating, you just put all of the sliders at 0.
Yes, exactly.
You don't adjust anything. You select Solari as the type of character you're playing for this video game, and you do not move any sliders.
Preset 1.
I will say I make them
preset
I make
Solari
them,
1.
I make them nondescriptly hot. Not too hot that everyone would notice them,
Ah,
but
yes,
you
that's
know,
important.
hot enough.
Good.
So a pretty solid downgrade in how Zayke looked before.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Really, it just looks like Solari Zayke. I mean, yeah.
Solari Zayke.
Larry Zayke! Except not, because that would defeat the point.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Obviously.
All right. Wish me luck, I guess. I'll be back soon.
Thank you for doing this.
No problem. I don't think anyone else could do it, so it is what it is. Hey, it's gonna be fine, huh? I'm gonna
Yeah.
fix this.
Yeah. Good luck.
Thank you. Opens the door ever so slightly, looks around. If no one's in the vicinity.
It's quiet. Too quiet.
Oh gosh.
Be careful, it's a trap.
Let's go. Walk outside. Start making my way through the mesa until I reach whatever obstacle you want to put in my way, Nat. Because I
Alright, so-
assume we're not going to make it to the garden.
Zayke heads off, and the camera lingers on a nondescript spot across the street. You see a man, a pale man, which is a little out of place here in Shamsara. His hand,
I'm in the
and has
house.
holding a jar, which has this modeling, moving blot of darkness that seems to just be bink, 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 bink. And as it's turned in the hand, it seems to be tracking. He looks up and he sees fake Zayke disappearing into the distance.
What?
We're gonna have some fun.
Thanks, I hate it.
I don't like this. I don't think this is. Hello, help!
But we're gonna hop back to Ro first.
Enjoy sleeping in this bed you've made yourself, Zayke.
Regrets.
Just
Because
as
nobody
Zayke leaves,
else
the
could
doctor
do
just
it.
places their hand on Lena's back and stays there forever. She's like, he sees for if you tell me he needs healing.
She like tenses up like when a cat doesn't want to be touched. She's like,
Aw. I'm looking for a window.
All right, yes. So you have basically two options when it comes to that. One, you can do the good old-fashioned bird trick of wait until someone else walks through the door and just on in with them. It's not that bad, but not that too inconspicuous. Your other option is to de-bird and go up through a hatch. You cannot seem to find a single open window.
Okay. Well, Rose still wants
Yes?
to stay inconspicuous, and they know enough that they know that Aaron probably clocked that may have been them. So I think they're gonna go up to the hatch space to D-Bird and try to sneak in there, and then like
Alright.
turn into a mouse or something.
As you are moving to a light on the roof, you're bird on the roof, and you see Aaron coming out, roughly speaking, the front of the Palace of the Sun, flanked by about 20 Solari, striding out towards the slums in the direction where your friends were.
Well, I can't really do much for them, I don't think. Rose definitely thinking for a minute.
If you watch for a minute, you can see Aaron approach the edge of the mesa and then hold out his hand up towards the sun, and there is a little pulse of light around his hand, and another pulse out of his eyes as he starts to scan over the city from over the mesa.
Okay. Definitely don't like that.
Oh no, your unenviable plan of hide in the back of Nadia's shop might not carry you through the entire session.
Oh no, I thought we would just be
Oh,
able to stay
no.
there.
What? We can't stay?
I know, I'm just trying to decide how bad of a choice Ro wants to make right now.
Worst choice. Do it.
I mean, because I could still cast shit while I'm in burb form. Let me double check how far this works, because I haven't done this yet. Oh, okay,
I mean-
sure.
And to be fair, you could also fly closer before doing it. I notably did this before you diverted.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, so I think Ro's just gonna sort of like to the ends be like, hang on, and like wheel back to start circling over Aaron and take a moment. I'm gonna cast Storm Call so that now there's like a storm cloud right above where Aaron and the group is. Rose also sort of figuring this could sort of signal to the others that something is up, even though they haven't
Yeah.
seen Ro cast this yet.
So
yeah.
what does this do?
So this is just going to first enable Ro to do some other shit. I have to do this like before I can do stuff. With my Storm Call ability. So it might like, take a moment, I think, while Ro is like letting clouds like gather, and they're gonna keep circling overhead in like bird form. And they're gonna prepare to shock Aaron. Like whenever Nat determines enough narrative time has passed for them to, do another thing. Because we're not actually in combat right now, so I know it's weird.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, so he calls the power of the sun, and then suddenly clouds just roll in, darkening the sky. And there is a moment where the entire city pauses. Like that-
Nobody hears Bird Ro laughing right now, but they are.
Aaron, at first, kind of shrugs it off and goes to look back at the city, and you have an opportunity to activate shock.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
So,
yeah.
shock. You called on a bolt of lightning. It does 8 damage. There's an extra 2 damage if they're wearing metal armor, which
Sure
he
does.
totally is. So you call down this horrifically loud peal of lightning right down onto the Radiant, standing at the front of his retinue of Solari, scanning the city, looking for this exile. And it's just uncanny because it's like 20 seconds from clear bright skies to clouds roll in and lightning strikes him. So it's definitely uncanny as hell. There was a scream, a manly scream of anguish and pain and frustration. And yes.
I was gonna say he can't hear. He just sort of hears angry tiny birds squawking. But Rose like, leave my pack alone.
Fantastic. And Aaron wheels on the spot, armor just a little ruined, and he spits, "Kill that bird."
Birds can't blow raspberries, but Ro tries.
So there are 20 Solari. There was 1 roe bird.
Still up high though. How far do those spears reach?
You ask a very relevant question.
Because Ro's not like dipping down. They're still staying up pretty high. Storm stuff just works as long as I can see, so. Rose dealt with hunters.
Yeah. You know what's funny about shock? The ability that you're using to call from the storm?
Yeah.
Unlike most abilities, which just say like something nearby, it just has something you can fucking see.
Yep.
Which is very convenient here.
I like it.
So I think given that information, they're going to have to figure things out. So Aaron is going to slam his spear down and create a little bubble about himself.
Baby! He still can't understand them, but
Yeah.
he's
tweet, tweet.
angry tweeting. Rose decided their new plan is to try to distract him so that their friends can like do their thing. Because they know at least Alika is in like prison, so she's alive, according to the ants. And that was like her biggest thing.
That's true. And then do you want to shock again? You have another opportunity to act.
Oh, this is tempting. He's in some sort of
he
magic
did do
bubble
some
now.
sort of like solar energy bubble thing, but you know, who knows what it would do.
Ro doesn't know what that means. There's 20 Solari?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
And they're all kind of figuring out what to do.
I think Ro's gonna send essentially a warning shot.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend 5 AP for a bolt of chain lightning to go through NPCs I can see, hitting each for 4 AP. It's 1 AP per target. So I'm gonna just zap the 5 Solari closest to Aaron as like a, hey, fuck you.
Yeah, okay. So you zap a chunk of Solari as a warning shot. There's shouting, there's yelling. One of the Solari begins to cry.
Bro's just like yelling words that they've like picked up from like bandits and Faris and the others.
But it's just tweet.
Yeah,
tweet.
but it's just tweets. Any birds nearby that can hear are like, whoa.
Yeah. As you're doing that, he brings his spear up and then back down, and as that happens, the purveying like static electricity on the ground starts to pull in to the butt of his spear. The bubble disappears. He raises his spear to the sky, which by the way has like a spinning floating point. It's like a staff with a spear blade floating off the top, and he's just gonna fucking last light you because that is also range of sight.
Sure.
And all total, this does 17 damage.
Okay, let me remember for a second what my buffer is, because it's been actually a while since Ro has been in a combat in animal form. Okay, so with 17 then, Ro is back into like Ro human form, so would start falling. But
right.
they still have 3 hit points left.
Oh, wow. All right, so this beam of energy, this solar beam light just pierces into the cloud and strikes this tiny bird flying around and just starts to fall and morph. And all the way down from Nadia's shack, but I imagine at this point, some of y'all have started to poke your heads out. You can see this display of light and something falling out of this storm cloud.
Lena, you might need to make me invisible again.
No star falling, Megan, no.
You can.
Megan, yes.
Sam just casually sips their sodas. Everybody else is losing their minds. I can't. I mean, I can give you the cloak. I can't make you invisible. Zayke was the one that could make you invisible. You can't go. One of us can go. If you get close, they're gonna kill you. So, just.
Well, someone needs to go.
I'll go. Question, GM.
Tuesday.
What kind of wares are sold in this shop?
It's a dry goods store.
Is there like fabric and stuff? Like, is it like a general
that's dry
store?
good.
Yeah, it's dry. It's good. I would like to use I have a card for it somewhere. My disguise ability, which is if I'm in a room, I can find objects to put together a convincing disguise. So I want to can I try to shumble together generic Shamsaran resident outfit?
Yeah.
Something
to obscure who you are, but hopefully,
yes,
pass.
Yeah, I'll make a head scarf to obscure most of that, cloak type deal, because I do have a robot arm. But yeah, I'm gonna let me get a pen so I can mark off that AP. Yeah, so I'm gonna throw together an outfit. It automatically fools commoners, but bosses might question it. Just for
Does it say anything about minions?
Minions may also question.
Okay.
But I will automatically fool commoners. Minions and bosses may question me.
All right. So you're tossing that together.
Yeah. Because I guess I'm gonna go. Because people know who the doctor is. People know who Faris is. Obviously, I feel like I might have the slightest bit of ability to go unnoticed. Maybe.
Faris just panics somewhere.
Just curiosity, how far away from this place is this?
This should be described as in the distance.
Close enough to party.
What does in the distance mean?
No. In the distance is actually a distance band in Quest.
Yeah, but what does that mean?
Oh,
within eyesight?
100 feet up a mesa.
Okay.
It is
Wait,
within eyesight.
You said last light was within sight range, didn't you?
I did. In fact, I did. What relevance does that have to you?
Just thinking.
Faris?
For future need.
I mean,
Perhaps.
I know the idea here was y'all are trying to sneak through the city, but it's looking like it might be a different kind of quest.
Roll credits.
Roll credits.
Well, everybody, thanks for coming. We'll see you next week.
Shut up, Megan.
I can't believe we actually said that in perfect sync on my end of Zoom anyway.
Mine too.
All right.
It was mine too.
It's because we are both custodians of the same precious brain cell.
Sorry. The official term for the range is too far.
It's fine. I got legs. They can move.
All right.
To where I need to get them. To where I need to go.
Lena, as you're jogging out to go that way, as you're putting it on your, I think
I'm gonna. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. I'm like debating whether or not I want to take the cloak back because It's fine. It's fine. Faris, keep the invisibility cloak. People aren't trying to kill me. So you need to be invisible more. Lena may be underestimating how recognizable she is in this place. Shush. You went off on your own already. You have no place to talk.
So as Lena is tossing together this disguise, Neural is going to turn to Faris and go, I feel like your friend might want some backup. The light show looks fun.
Might be a good idea, but won't they just kill you as well?
Maybe.
I can't do this. I can't just stay here while people I care about are going to be in danger. This is ridiculous.
What are you going to do about it?
Faris, I say this with a lot of love, but shut up. Just stay here. We're going to get you out of this. But you going off and getting yourself killed isn't going to help anything. It's fine.
Rose up there and Alika's
It'll
up
be
there.
okay. Mm-hmm. Yep. And I'm gonna be up there and I'm gonna get them all back here. So just it sucks. I know. It sucks. I know you don't want to be here and you don't want to wait. And you feel bad, but deal. Just stay put, please. Okay.
Kind of starting to understand how Naima feels.
Mm.
Fine, but if I see
Yeah,
any more of the light show, I am coming up there.
Mm. Well, just remember to think about being invisible, as long as you're wearing that.
Yep.
And you will be. I'll be back. With
Sure.
everyone.
Faris is gonna go over to like the front door of the shop and start setting up an alarm sigil, so she'll get like a ping in her head if more people come in the shop.
Sure. I think Janan is going to stride up to where Lena is and go, I can get up there quickly. Come on, follow me.
Alright.
And you two head out.
Her.
As you're getting out of the shack, you just see like a weird streak jump between a building to another building up by row. But we'll get back to that. First, we're going to check in with Zayke.
I hate this so much.
Excuse?
I don't know. I'm enjoying this.
Let's go.
You know that part of being a GM where you just tie knots and make problems and let the players figure it out? Welcome.
Excuse me, where's the exit? I need to go. I need to leave. I have a doctor's appointment
oh my
at
God,
5.
this parachute is a backpack.
Alright,
It's just full of silverware. What is happening?
Zayke, you're making your way up the mesa, which the normal way to do that would be on the outside of the mesa, climbing up. And you would have seen the darkening of the sky, the blast of the last light, all that.
Shit.
And then, as you're looking up at that, you hear glass shatter near you. As your eyes dart down, you see there is a stall of some sort of drinks and potions, and a large jar has been smashed across the ground by someone clumsy. But the clumsy person, you immediately clock there's something off with them. Their hand is a gray stone, and their body is covered. You have a moment to react before anything else happens. What do you immediately do?
Ooh, boy, I turned invisible.
All right.
Has to be. It's the only way.
All right.
And yeah, just turn invisible and try and go faster during this minute, and then as soon as it's finishing, go back to normal pace.
So as soon as you turn visible, that individual, which you clocked as as a golem, or a construct, springs out towards you, and I'd like you to roll to avoid, because they immediately do like the wide arms, try to catch the person move.
Sure.
And you just give me a roll for that.
That's a 3.
Okay. So you're invisible, but they get these big, strong stone arms. One of them clasped on your upper arm, and just digs right into your muscle there. And as you start to pull, they actually lift Zayke up into the air.
Is there?
You're invisible,
but
it's dramatic.
Yeah, do I see like any other of these around, or is this the only one?
With a quick scan around, you spy one other who is now nearby. You're not entirely sure where it came out of, but it's now near you.
Mm-hmm.
And you clock that gray-bearded man, and he's holding up this glass vial with this inky darkness, and it's just aggressively smashing itself against the glass towards you.
Shit. Oh no. How far away?
He's nearby, but on the edge of nearby.
Okay.
It's a quest
For
answer.
now.
I get to say that.
Fair enough. In that case, for now, while still invisible, Zig's gonna look at this golem and just imagine that they're catatonic and that their grip kind of loosens a little bit, just enough that they can slip away and run while still invisible. And I'm gonna use Mesmerize because I assume this is a minion, which allows me to dazzle a nearby minion with an optical illusion. I must be able to see. I assume they see.
They do see. Remember, the eyes carved on their foreheads.
Oh, yeah.
I guess it's stylistic, but theme wins.
Yay! Hooray for theme.
Yeah. So it must mesmerize.
Yeah, it ends.
Common or minion.
Yeah.
All right. With an optical illusion. So this construct just grip loosens and the head kind of to the side. And you hit the ground, and there's a little bit of scamper sound as you do.
Yeah. Did it seem obvious that the inky thing was pointing at Zayke?
Yes.
Okay. Well, in that case, it's just a matter of running full speed then.
Yeah. He actually turns in his hand, and the thing like readjusts to follow you like a compass.
Wonderful. In that case, yeah. At this point, Zayke's gonna try one more time to outrun these people. If it comes to combat, then he'll turn back. But for now, mission is priority. And while running, I'm also gonna cast Fiery Avenger on the spear.
Sounds great. As you, that's very Solari. As you are dashing out, this cloaked man will shoot a bolt of white lightning at you. He's gonna see if he can hit it. Now you're invisible, and there's not like really mechanics for that because like there's not really the granularity between knows where you are but can still attack you. So I'm just gonna adjust his success bands down by 1.
Okay, but Nats, I'm just gonna think really hard that bolt's gonna bend in a U shape and gonna hit him. So I'm gonna just attempt to reflect.
Sure, give me a roll.
Come on. Yes, 11. 11 is just on the lower band of it gets hit by their own spell. So there
All
you
right. So the bolt of lightning goes all the way out to Invisizake, and I imagine there's like a little distortion in the air as it just bends back and strikes this guy in the chest, and he coughs and spits blood.
My AP, please.
But you get away for now. I wonder if they'll be back.
Damn.
Zake's in danger.
Just run the full minute of invisibility.
Lena knows.
And then, yeah, Lena knows. And as soon as that's gone, the invisibility is gonna try again to pass as just a regular patrolling Solari with a hasted step this time.
You know, like they're gonna hold a folder and be sweaty and hope you can get past the people who are wondering where you're going.
Yep.
Just walk like you belong there.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Walk like you belong there and are late for something. That's the combo.
Yeah.
I don't have time for this.
Please don't interrupt me. Damn.
Lena, I do ask, you're heading to Row.
Mm-hmm.
You feel Zayke in danger. Does that adjust your course at all?
So I've been thinking this like the whole time. I think like, because I assume Janan's like also got a wiggle on, like hurry, let's go. I think Lena, like feeling that just like stops dead in her tracks, and just like Zake's in trouble.
Who do you think can handle themselves better? Zayke or Row against the Radiant?
Row.
I think like she thinks about it probably like longer than Janan is comfortable with like that thought. Just like, all right. And she's like, can you heal by any chance? Like, do you know how to heal?
Not great, but I can do a little.
All right, good. We might need that. In case I feel like Zayke is on death's door, because I can also feel that. So I could always be like, yeah.
All right. Back to Row.
I hate this so much.
Row. You're flying a moment ago. You find yourself falling.
Start falling.
There's this.
Falling.
Star falling.
Thank you for saying it, because I was thinking it, but I didn't want to be the one to say it.
There's also this burning hot pain across your entire body. As you're morphing into your humanoid form, you can feel almost like your entire physical form just wants to give up and fall apart.
Yeah. That sounds fun.
It's really fun. It's not painful at all. And as you're falling through the air, you feel something touch your ankle.
Ah.
And you realize there's like a little rope attached to it as you see a little lithe form jump from one building to another as you catch Everett, gun in one hand, grappling hook in the other.
Oh my god, amazing.
And as you fall, he pulls the rope so you swing past a building, up an alleyway, and you just barely brush the ground, but you're safe from the fall. And he turns and goes, I'm really sorry. Do I shoot him?
My god, yeah, he sucks. I'm sorry too.
And Everett just points gun and shoots at Aaron.
Fucking amazing.
He gets a 3. It misses entirely.
That's fine. He's trying.
He's trying. What does Row do?
So Ro is near the ground now, right?
Yeah, swinging, on a big pendulum swing.
I think Ro's gonna now that Aaron's put that bubble back down. They're gonna zap at him again. They're just gonna be like, leave my pack alone, still like hanging upside down, and like shoot, like throw their hands out towards him. And it's like the lightning forks down and sort of hits Ro and like channels along their body and then redirects to shoot at Aaron.
Which is beautiful when he then holds out a hand and redirects it back at you.
Oh, nice. I mean, I hate it, but it's awesome.
Yeah. The lightning like moves about around his shoulders like a like a shawl, just up one side, river down the other, and
then
strikes Ro for 8 points of damage.
Except that as a reaction, if I'm able to another creature's attack, I'm going to cast Petrify, which absorbs up to 10 points of damage, as like Ro gets also encased in like a shell of stone that immediately flakes off.
Yeah, do it.
Just flying through my AP, but it's okay because it's so bad.
Ro is so cool.
AP club.
Yeah. Ro, I think still wall hanging upside down, like after that like cracks away, they're just gonna yell, "Fuck you!"
Language. Child.
Swinging.
Yeah. Oh god, I love Ro. Alright, so
Oh my god.
Lena, Megan.
Yep.
Janon is bringing
Hi.
you to the base of the mesa inside the mines and directing you onto a basically a freight elevator to get you up there nice and quick.
The Besa. The Besa de Mesa.
Proud. After you rocket up that, you are able to come out of the mesa. You're most of the way up on the side. And you just come out just in time to see Zayke reappear.
Huh. Okay. Cool. Yep, this is fine.
Everything's fine.
What are you doing?
No, why are you not? I don't have time for this. What people are just continues to walk briskly, just like
Yeah, I'm walking the same
hoping
way.
Lena. Yeah, they're the golem guy. He's back. Anyway, I don't know how they're
Yeah, I
tracking
could tell.
me. They have some kind of darkness device. I don't know, Lena, but I need to hurry. I think I can outspeed them for now, but the problem is going to be when we reach the
Like, they're
when I
gonna
reach that
find you.
gardens. Huh? What? What are you
What are
doing
they
out here?
tracking?
You're supposed to stay back.
Well, motions.
Peal of thunder, bolt of lightning.
I'm
Fine.
trying to retrieve our bird.
Let's go then.
Yeah, just if he's tracking you with something, take what he's tracking you with. And I'm just gonna like peel off and
I don't
try to like hurry towards the palace.
All right, fine. Bye.
I'll wave.
Janon just stops, like, these two.
They're a mess.
Uh,
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
and then she turns to Zayke, like, you're going farther from the radiant, I'm with you.
What? Oh, okay. Sure. Just don't stay near me. You'll blow my cover. Just.
Yeah, she's good. She, like, gives a distance separate.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if you know, but there are these golem creatures. Just look at their hands. Usually the tail is there. If you see one, just take care of them.
All right.
Thank you.
Excellent.
You say so, but I'm not convinced.
All right, so I'm going to briefly check in with Faris and the doctor. Neril is there looking kind of bored. Pulled a dagger out and is like chunking it into a crate repetitively.
Yeah, Faris looks pretty frustrated too. She goes, does her alarm sigil, and then walks back. She kind of looks around to see if Nadia's there, as well, I guess. I don't know where Nadia's gone.
Nadia's in front of house, so to speak, of the shop.
Yeah. So I guess Nadia watches Faris do this sigil. She just walks over to her and whispers like, "It wasn't me. Please just don't say anything if anyone comes in here."
I know it wasn't you. How could it possibly be you?
Thank you. Someone has to believe me.
Don't worry about the sigil. If people are coming up, I'll just mention fruit.
Great. She'll go back into the stock area and it's just pacing, like stalking, looking so angry.
There's a hole in the roof. I was gonna say window, then not really. Where you can see up under the mesa and the bursts of light and lightning and the storm clouds.
Just keeps looking at it.
Doctor's gonna.
You
walk
do
up the
catch.
stairs.
Yeah, you do also at one point catch a bolt of light from farther down the mesa.
Doctor's gonna walk up to Faris and just go. Are we really going to let them go alone?
Even if you change my appearance, they're gonna know it's me because they can sense my aura. But I don't know, I just can't stand here and watch this, but it would be so stupid to go, wouldn't it?
If our friends die, they're going to find you anyway. You are the second strongest of all of us, after all.
Fair.
I did something stupid once before. Don't think we should do something stupid again, and I honestly think staying here is the worst decision. But I've made mistakes before. Whatever you decide, I will go with it.
Well, we need the evidence from Zayke to prove that the Radiant is lying. I guess we could go make sure he's got it, and then we could all... I don't know, I just feel like every decision I make is wrong at the moment.
Well, I understand that. Oh. You're worried. I'll protect you.
I know.
You better protect me back, so.
Oh, obviously, I thought that was a given.
It was.
Okay, well, if we're going to do this, I think we should focus on getting to Zayke, making sure we get that evidence, and then once we have that, we have two ways to take Aaron down. And it doesn't just look like I'm gunning for him.
Yeah.
Neural?
It's fun. That was sarcasm,
Yeah,
just in case you didn't realize.
I was going to respond with a very sarcastic, I'm having the time of my life, but you ruined it, so...
I apologize. I've made so many mistakes recently. I just did not want you to think I actually... Right. I'm sorry.
Shall we?
Sure. She'll go back into the main part of the shop and tell Nadia, we're gonna go and find our friends. If they end up back here, I don't know, tell them we left to wait for us. Or, you know, if they're being pursued, tell them to fucking run.
Stay safe. I'd really hate this to be the last time I ever get to lay eyes on you.
I'm trying. Thank you. Give her a hug.
Oh. She hugs back. So you're trying to find Zayke, but you don't really entirely know where Zayke is. You just know where Zake's headed. So are you also heading that direction?
Yeah, well, Faris looked at the map and knows where those gardens are. Neural
Yeah.
is the one who went and buried the thing there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm just clarifying that you're going to the same destination, but not necessarily tracking onto Zayke.
Yeah. We're trying. I guess we'll try and go as quick a route as possible in the hopes that maybe he's taken a longer one and we arrive there like pretty soon after them.
Sounds grand.
And I guess if the moment Faris sees anyone, she will use the invisibility cloak that Lena gave her.
All right. We'll check back in a minute, but first, back up top. These time zones are very stilted. Don't worry about it. Now that Ro is on street level, those 20 Solari can do things.
Okay, Ro is still feeling good.
Feeling good!
The only way a 13-year-old can.
But I'm glad you said they can do things. That means that you're planning on having them not do those things, right? That's why you didn't say they will do things. Nice. Thank you, Nat. Thank you very much.
I'm really glad you think so. Yeah, so let's gonna start with just a good old... So I think what's gonna happen is the Solari are gonna move as a unit in tactics as they start to close in. Someone in the back's hands begin to glow. The other ones start to raise their spears to bear. Everett and Ro are starting to get scrunched together. Everett, by the way, after Ro swings, cuts Ro down so they're not just hanging upside down.
Just flipping everybody off, because they are.
Oh yeah.
Ro's like attitude right now is it's on full display.
And the Solari are full on like ready to. They're in full attack mode, and they've managed to surround the two kids. But the fact that you're literal children seems to be giving them pause.
Ro's like still just crackling with lightning, I think. Just like emotionally too right now. Like they're very storming it up with the clouds. Because the cloud storm overhead just goes until I leave the scene. So the storm is not going anywhere for now.
So there's spears bared. Some of them have light magic already. And Aaron's voice just booms out magically like, "You don't have to die here."
Well, you don't need to be a jerk.
There's a bit of a pause. It starts to very gently drizzle from the clouds. And Aaron is going to start walking towards Ro and Everett. Not the hurried battle fighting. Walking. Do you want to keep doing murder things? He seems to be trying to slow things down.
I think for now, Ro will sort of similarly, like they're not going to attack again just yet. Again, right now their plan is still very much like, as long as they're busy distracting, like fucking with me, they can't go after Faris or stop Zayke from finding that box or anything. So I think sort of just for flavor-wise, Ro will sort of do their like a partial wolf transformation because it doesn't actually take any AP. But now they're like, you know what? Fine, you want to be all cool with your armor or whatever. So they're in like teen wolf mode. As he gets closer, like this sort of red wolf fur will like ripple over Ro's body, and their ears turn like wolfy, and they get longer teeth. And like claws from their fingers, and they're just crossing their little wolf arms now, still sparkling with like lightning, sort of like crackling.
The Radiant striding forward, spear flat, in silhouette against the skyline, wind blowing, and the armor seems to have mended itself back into shape.
Okay.
A few of the Solari part to let him get close. Yes. Surrender.
What are you gonna do if I do?
I'll have them kill you.
Well then.
And your friend.
If I do surrender, that's not much incentive for me to do what you want.
That's if you don't surrender. If you do surrender, we will continue to bring this criminal exile to justice, and your childish transgressions will most likely be forgiven.
I don't know what murderous exile you're talking about, because Faris didn't do any of the things you're saying she did.
Yeah, Everett says he loads his gun.
You're a liar. He's a liar! Rose like yelling to the other Solari.
Yeah. Do you want to actually try to sway them? Because I'm not going to say you can turn the entire military complex around, but you might put doubt in a few of them.
Sure. I'll give it a shot.
Give me a roll. Give me a roll.
Let's see. Listen to a child. No one. It's a 9? Right? Is that a fail or a mix? I forget.
That's a mixed success. So I think the mixed options are you convince one solitary,
yeah.
You convince one solitary individual to find compassion in their hearts. Alternatively, you do it it's only just a temporary. At the moment of action, they will pause, but then they will continue to follow orders after that.
Ooh. I think I'll try to turn one, like just one person.
Right. There's you catch the eyes of one Solari. They're older. They got fuzzy white hair. And he just looks, and you see the grip on his spear soften. He looks to the left and right at the other Solari around him. And there's just this small moment of like, he's lost why he's there.
Okay.
I don't want to have to wait all day for this. I have other battles on my agenda. Please, disperse this nonsense and surrender. I do the hard work for this city. I put the blood on my hands that others are not willing to take, but that needs to happen.
So, does that mean you killed What's-His-Face? If you've got blood on your hands? Because it wasn't Faris. She's been with me like this whole time.
Don't disgrace the late Keem. You spit on his grave.
Is he dead? The ants didn't seem to think so.
He turns, brings the spear up, and is facing away from both of you. He just says, "Kill them."
No.
You do get to act first. You're the protagonist.
Yeah. Ooh. Which thing am I gonna do? We're like encircled right now, right?
Yeah. There's a bit of an opening at the front where he was standing and he stepped away. But it's pretty narrow, and you'd be running right past him to get away.
Oh my goodness. I have so many poor choices I can make.
Love it. Actually, I think it's a little early for it, but I think we're going to take this opportunity to put us on break for 10 while you figure that out.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Also, we often start and we take our break like an hour and a half in, but then the break is 10 minutes, so technically it could be shifted a little bit, so it's fine. It's not that far off. I just like the idea of pausing on the Radiant telling this entire cadre of Solari to kill Ro and
children.
Everett. It feels
Two
like
children.
the
Some
right
children, yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
The Radiant is a just, wise man.
Yeah.
Deserves his position.
I believe it.
This is fine.
I almost don't
rules
want to
with
dig
a
up that
fair-
evidence. Almost.
I know.
Yeah, no, Nunu. Any evidence you find, just throw away.
It's fine. Ro's not worried with their 3 hit points left.
Wait, this is just parking tickets.
Lena's so proud.
Are we really gonna go after him for parking?
Overdue library fines.
3 hit points, that's 1 more than you need. You're fine.
This is a
It'll be
cease
great.
and desist from LimeWire download.
Oh no! Oh my god!
You just aged 1,000 years.
Gosh.
Somebody
Alright.
We'll
And
be
with
back.
that-
We're back in 10.
Break
Free us
us.
from our torment.
See you soon.
In a few.
Bye.
Turned to the show where we kill Ro.
No, illegal.
No.
What?
You're right. I'm sorry.
You
Where
can't just
Nat
say
kills
that.
Ro.
When
There
Nat
you go.
kills Ro. When Nat
Illegal.
kills Ro.
Or
Through
where
none
Sam
of my
kills Ro.
choices whatsoever.
Oh, and then all the other characters that were with the Vertex, they're gonna die too. Faris is gonna die.
Illegal.
Knocking the blue wedge and be just the doctor left.
So
This is
finale.
homophobic because this is the
Why
bury
would
your
you
gaze
do this
trope.
to me?
Yeah.
Allowed to
It's
kill
homophobic.
Faris and Alika because then it's the bury your gaze trope.
You can't kill
Yeah,
everybody.
look what you're
Alika
doing.
can survive, not Faris.
You can't kill either of them because either way it's the bury your gaze trope.
It's not fair.
Damn it.
Well, you know, Alika could go back. No, never.
Alright. So,
We're just stalling now.
Yep.
We're not nervous. Everything's fine.
Aaron had Ro and Everett surrounded by 20 Solari and demanded their surrender. And Ro is a petulant teenager and said no.
Yep. Pretty
He
much.
turned around, dramatically
a
walked
jerk.
away, and said, "Kill them." That's where we cut. Because Ro is our protagonist, they get one action before the Solari act. Please tell me what that is.
Yeah. So remember those bad choices I was talking about.
Oh.
Make bad choices. Make bad choices.
Yeah.
Do it.
I think
No!
I think Rose sort of like turns to Ever and is like, sorry. Yeah, okay. Hey, Aaron! Eat butts! And I'm just gonna cast fireballs centered around us and see how it goes.
For those wondering, Ro does know World Wish.
Please don't
Fun fact.
remind them of that. Thank you.
Oh, we were just.
All right. Okay, so not terrible. That's a 12. It's not super ballin', but it's pretty sweet. I'm able to hit up to 4 creatures near points of impact, and I'm able to like shape it so I choose pretty
So-
much.
So I do think because the circumstance that we're finding ourselves in is really like a very explicitly there is a ton of creatures very close together. I'm gonna let it hit more than 4.
Ooh. Okay.
But the point of rolling this number is that you didn't hurt yourself.
I didn't backfire it. Yeah.
Yes. I will let you choose. So Aaron's a little farther away. Do you want to get? You can get Aaron and 4, or you can get 10 of them, but not Aaron.
Ooh.
Can they get 5 of them, but also kill their friend Solari?
Let's see. What would Road do? And would they have the sort of foresight, I think? I'm thinking... God damn, this is tough. I don't know what to do! I think Ro doesn't necessarily want to hurt all of the other Solari just yet. So I'll go for Aaron and, like, whatever 4 Solari were, like, sort of in front of them, because you had said there was a sort of small gap. So
Yeah.
my thinking is Rose like, I'm gonna try to blast a space for like, Everett and I to barrel through.
All right. You blast this fireball down, basically right in front of Aaron. You know, like shooting the rocket launcher at the enemy's feet, so it's harder for them to dodge, kind of action.
Sweet.
There's a blast of fire. It's a 6 damage, right?
Yeah.
You've dealt 16 damage to Aaron now.
Suck it.
Only 205 to go.
Oh, come on. Come now. It's not
Boys.
that high. I will say, he has a 2-digit HP value.
Good to know.
So it's
Now.
99. Gotcha.
He has as much HP as it takes for Faris to get there.
Here's the thing though. As the fireball blasts, the Solari dive in with spears, some light up with fire as you hear more than one Solaris to invoke Smite. But, cutting through it all, in a voice that rattles like bones. You hear, "That won't do." As these spears strike forward at you, you find yourself protected in a bubble, a greenish bubble. In fact, there's a couple spearheads that are lodged in it partway through, poking at you. Outside of this bubble is this fog. Almost makes skulls in the air as it pervades, starts to roll out from your fireball, covering the Solari. They begin to choke and wither into dust. Everett begins to choke and wither.
No.
Excuse.
The Radiant whips around, brings his spear up, and makes that bubble appear so he isn't affected, but all 20 of the Solari and Everett crumble into dust.
Do I have time to do anything, like to touch Everett at all before that happens? I don't know if
there's
this
a bubble
would
in the
work.
way.
Oh, it's
You can
between
try.
me and Everett.
Yeah,
okay.
it doesn't have Everett in it. You can
Okay.
try. Maybe it's
Ro
only
would
one way.
try at least. Sure.
All right. You place your hand against the bubble and it stings, but you feel like you could push through.
Ro will try.
All right. Give me a roll.
Pull him into the
It's
bubble.
an 8.
All right. So that's a tough choice. So you only have 3 HP. So one of them is really easy. You get to Everett, and what's the goal here? Pull him into the bubble or do something on him?
Roa's. I don't know if this would work, but I was gonna cast Petrify, which turns a surface of a nearby commoner or minion to stone for a minute, gives them 50 hit points while petrified. So
Okay,
Ro's hoping she can temporarily just protect him from whatever is happening.
All right. So one is you do it, but the damage is enough to drop you to 0.
Okay.
The other option is, I mean, that's like the appealing one. What's the other one? I think the other one is, that you don't get it done all the way, and there is significant damage done to Everett before you manage to do it.
Ooh. I mean, I know Ro at least would totally opt for hitting to 0
Right.
to help save Everett.
So you push through this bubble, and it's like acid burning away at your face and your arm as you eventually push out of it, grasp Everett's arm, and just up his arm turns to stone.
I'm just like, hang on,
His
right before
face-
it covers him entirely.
His face is frozen in an anguished look as he reaches out the gun at Aaron and pulls the trigger.
Aww, buddy.
He hits the bubble. He hits.
How much HP does the bubble have?
The bubble does react. You know how force fields in video games get more frantic as they lose HP?
Mm-hmm.
It's a little more frantic. So you manage to pull yourself back, but are at 0 HP, which doesn't mean you're unconscious. You're just really not doing well.
Yep. I imagine sort of the necklace, the stone is those black veins have spiraled out more because this is sort of the most Ro has used their powers in a very long time, or ever, actually.
Yeah. So I have a question in that scenario.
Yeah.
This fog that bloomed out from your fireball and disintegrated these people choking into dust. Does Ro think that they did that?
I think maybe there's a moment where they did, but they would hear the voice and tell the coloration for the smoke is not theirs. They know what their magic looks like.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they would definitely be able to clock wait, that's not me. Because for a moment they definitely have that sort of a flashback to back in the volcano when they accidentally double exploded Amber with their big fireball when they did not mean to kill somebody. So I think for a moment they're like, oh no, I did it again! Wait.
Why does fireball always kill people? Well, maybe because it's fireball!
Yeah, So I
All
think
right.
they definitely have a moment. I think maybe actually like in that moment of panic, their wolf persona like vanishes and they're just Ro again.
A moment passes, a heartbeat. The greenish bubble around you disappears, and you're left surrounded by a statued Aaron, hand outstretched, face in pain, and neat piles of dust pouring out of armor.
Statued Everett, right?
Yes.
Okay, I said Aaron.
Oh, oops. Other
No,
words.
you
They're
said it now. It's
E-names.
canon.
They're the same people. Don't worry about it.
I just wanted to make sure. I was like, wait, did I miss Aaron getting stoned? Lol.
There was green smoke and then Everett got stoned.
I'm playing the wrong character for that.
Curious.
There was a moment as Aaron turns around, and he is angry.
Before he wasn't.
Before he was desperate. Now he's desperate and angry.
Whoops.
Great combination.
He just
Do I actually
no word.
see anyone else?
no. Except coming up the back. It's Lena. Faced away. Aaron's facing you. Up the mesa from behind is Lena.
Just in time to make more bad decisions.
Wait, so Rose sees Lena, but
Yeah,
Aaron does
doesn't.
not. Okay.
Aaron starts to level his spear. You can see it shaking.
I would like to shoot him with a gun, please.
That's delightful. Give me.
Right.
And as
Nice.
Lena is leveling a gun at the back of Aaron's head, Ro, there's a bit of a whirring sound. As you look down, there's a little small, unfurling glyph of arcane energy under your feet.
What?
But Lena, why don't you shoot?
Yeah, I'm also going to use wild attack.
You can do that with the gun. That's fun.
Fuck him up!
Yeah, he doesn't see you at the moment, so it's clean and clear. He's not going to redirect or bullshit like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It's a 19.
God.
Is
That's a lot of damage.
Is that quadruple
That's-
damage?
It's like 24 damage.
Yes.
You dome Aaron in the back of the head for 24 damage.
This is for Faris.
As
Is this
that's
like- happening, he unleashes the last light at Ro. Petrified.
As that's happening. I mean, you can use Petrify, but as that beam is reaching out at you, that glyph underneath fully lights up and just teleports you away.
What?
Well, now I'm gonna die. My arm.
Storm cloud vanishes overhead when Ro is gone, and Everett is only stoned for a minute, FYI.
Yes.
So.
I hate to do this, but Ro will probably check back in with you next episode.
It's valid.
Uh-oh.
I think Lena has a moment to see like a moment of panic on Ro's
Excuse.
face, and then like
Excuse?
gone.
Ro died on the way back to their home planet.
Ro vanishes, and Lena sees the stone Everett right behind them, like where they were.
Aaron,
Uh-oh.
he just gutturally yells and pulls the last light up a wall of a building, burning away, leaving a burned scar.
Is this before or after he catches a bullet in the back of the head?
That is after. That's like he blasted and then the bullet hit and he's like, ah! Oh also, the clearing of the storm cloud makes it really easy as you wheels around on you to pick out the Doctor and Faris flying in the distance on a force field.
Wait, did we decide we were on the force field? Like,
No, but you discussed it. It would be faster, so I figured it'd be okay.
sure, why not?
So, you know,
We're
Faris
gonna
could
go find
always be
Zayke,
invisible.
but fuck it! Let's just fight him now!
So, Radiant turns. Everett's petrified. Rose disappeared. He has a very bleeding bullet wound in the back of his head. Let's check on Zayke.
Hey.
All right, so, God, the bliss of ignorance.
Yep.
On your way, you have made your way back down the mesa. The cloud disappears suddenly, which you wouldn't really know what that means, but it probably means Ro isn't fucking shit up anymore.
Mm-hmm. Good, like,
Oh.
good job, Lena. You did it. Ooh. Yeah.
Nana is moving out of sync. And let's see, you would also be able to tell right about at that point, like a very quickening in Lena's heart. Not wounded, but in danger.
I'm in danger.
This is. It's stick to the plan o'clock. I don't think there's anything I can do at this point.
All right. You will arrive in the gardens. It's a bit of a oasis of greenery. Everything like it's not grass because grass sucks, but there's lots of colorful plants abound, and there is this gazebo in the center of a lot of flowers.
Okay, gotta do this fast.
You're able, you know that the people are still tailing you. You see them at a distance on occasion, but you have a bit of a moment before they arrive.
Yeah. Zayke's just gonna take the little time he has before he has to fight these golems and the angry man again, to just point the shadow cutter at random places until he reaches his arm inside and tries to find whatever it is that is described in the documents that the piece of paper that he was given.
Right. You whip down the shadow cutter, reach down, and feel dirt.
Feel around. Nothing?
Got you through the gazebo, but not the ground.
Shit. How long does the thing stay open, Lena? Is it like 3 seconds?
I think until you take it.
Yeah, I'm pretty. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure it's until you pick it up because like you place it down
Oh, I see.
and you pick it back up again.
Oh, cool. Okay, so I thought it worked.
Yeah, it's a
differently.
wearable bracelet that you can stretch to form a hoop large enough to crawl through. You press it against the surface, and it creates a hole up to 1 meter deep. And when you're done, it collapses to its normal size. When you're done, so it lasts until
Yeah.
you're done.
Fine. Zayke pats around the dirt, doesn't really find anything. Stands back up, turns back to Jenon, and hey, can you dig?
Been a while, but sure.
Okay, I'll buy you some time. Get those documents, and just get the spear out in an outstretched motion and walk down the gazebo steps in a protective manner to make sure that the creatures don't reach Jenon while he's.
And as you're striding down in this very cool protective manner, you do see the two constructs and the man. You happen to be within all this turmoil of the city. It's a quiet patch. There's no one here. Calls through the air. It's the end of the line, Butcher.
For one of us, at least. Let's see who it is. Why are you chasing
one
me
for-
anyway?
4. 4 of my beloveds that you killed that day.
I understand. I'm going to tell you, killing me is not going to change anything.
How would you know? Who are you to say that I won't feel better when you're in the ground?
Oh, by all means, I'm not saying you won't feel better. You might, for a day or two, until you realize that it changed nothing, and your loved ones will still be gone. You can just walk away. Wasn't my intention to do that, but I am sorry to say, I prefer kill 4 of your relatives than sacrifice half the world. Perhaps you should redirect your anger to your corrupt and dirty government, to the peoples that
Shut
make
up!
your decisions for you.
He says that he pulls the stopper off the jar, and this moving blackness flies into the air and expands into this moving dark, it's almost like ink, and it just reaches out for you, flying through the air, forming into hands and an anguished face. And as that's happening, you are the protagonist. You get to act first.
Oh gosh. Okay. Is it large? This blackiness, this tentacly blackness? It's like
Yeah, that sounds like a bear.
a bear. Okay, fair enough. Ooh, okay. I think at the moment, like the man and the 2 constructs are close together, right? Still.
Yeah, they're everything is nearby.
Wonderful. That's good because it means that I might not have another chance to do this. So Zayke's just gonna point his glowing starlit spear in the direction of the group of the enemies, and just gonna think for a second and think. And as he sees the inkiness approach, he's just gonna think, actually, just explode and use the spell stored fireball on all of them.
Hell yeah.
Please, Sam, tell me what I have to do. Roll a d20?
Roll a d20. I got it.
You're muted, I think. But
You are the muted, my good friend.
I had my mic off so future Sam didn't have to listen to me eat bugles.
That is a 16.
So, the explosion hits up to 4 creatures near the point of impact. So, all of your enemies are going to take 6 damage.
Let's go. As he's concentrating on the spell, imagining this coming to pass, he's going to say again, I'll do this, but please don't make me make you the 5th.
Zayke is so cool. All right, so as the fireball erupts out, you just borrow this from Ro, so it's very much a naturalist fireball, a blooming flower of flame. He just grits his teeth. Goes, "You're the one who gets to burn here," and he's going to invoke Smite.
Oh gosh, I don't like this. Why can he smite fucking Survein people?
Blame Izza.
No, I still
Why you
have
do this?
Again, the same starry reflective pattern appears on top of where the smite's about to happen and tries to replicate and kind of sap the strength of that spell to a similar one on top of the creature as I use reflect once more.
Sounds great. Roll the die.
I'm using it so many times it's gonna backfire. I'm gonna roll low eventually.
You've gotten really lucky so far.
Yep. Many. Shit. Yep. There we go.
All right, so he immolates in hellfire instead of you.
Mm-hmm. Hellfire? What kind of smite is this?
He wants you to burn.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's him getting wrecked.
Mm-hmm.
The two constructs are going to. One of them is going to just put its hands together and shoot a beam of light at Zayke. This isn't last light. It's just a beam of light. It's rolling to attack.
Oh gosh.
Just a beam of light. That will hit Zayke for 4.
It counts as a physical attack then. It's like solid light. Wonderful. Just so I know for wraith purposes. Cool.
Oh yeah.
Damage.
And the other one is going to dash forward and try to punch Zayke in the face.
That makes sense.
Big stony fist, 4 damage.
Ouch.
Lena, you feel 2 baps at Zayke. It's okay.
Face.
It's okay. It's not the normal face.
Oh, it's not their face. It's fine.
Now, the anguished soul is going to cloud around Zayke entirely, obscuring all light and draining out the heat from your
The what?
anguished soul.
The anguished soul.
You say that like it's a normal thing that people say.
So, for now, the anguished soul actually clouds around Zayke and then goes inside of him. And you feel extremely cold and take 1 damage immediately.
Why
That's all for
is
now.
it always things inside?
I don't know. It also, you can't see anything more that's farther away than nearby. It just all dims out and blackens very quickly.
Ooh.
So really important for now there. You see Janan pop up and just put a big wooden box on the gazebo edge. It's wrapped in very earth-stained rope.
Oh, thank fuck for that.
But that's her for the turn. It's back to Zayke.
Okay.
English
How-
soul, way worse.
How damaged do these creatures look after the fireball? So the golems, I mean.
The golems are so the clothes they're wearing are lightly burning, although they don't seem to mind so much. But they themselves are cracked and blackened by the ash. They look like, a good knock might break them apart from here.
Mm-hmm.
He is also pretty roughed up. He's taken 16.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Would you say that the anguished soul inside me counts as a minion in range?
The anguished soul is not a minion.
Okay, wonderful. In that case, easy. Because I can't see the man anymore, Zayke's just gonna, all right, time to improvise, and grab the spear by the middle of the shaft instead of the edge, sacrificing range, and just gonna latch himself to one of the golems just to make sure where they are, because they can't see, and wild attack with the point of the spear, just trying to crack them in half, one of them.
Hell yeah, give me a roll.
The closest one, wild attack.
Don't fuck up. Don't fuck up.
Ooh boy, this might. I don't remember the roll ranges. It's 12.
That's pretty good.
12 is
double,
you deal
double.
double damage. I have the card in front of me.
That's 6 damage.
All right, that one breaks apart, crumpling, and you see the little light leave it slightly dimmed by the anguished soul clouding your vision.
Oh, question. Does my fiery avenger light kind of do anything to the anguished soul darkness, or is it overpowered?
So it's not like the area around you is actually darker. It's like your vision is just being there's an exponential dark filter as it walks by. It's like really dense fog.
Sunglasses. Gotcha. Oof.
So one of the constructs drops.
Yeah, Zayke just shouts so the man can hear. 1.
You hear a man begin to cast a spell, and then you hear a gunshot.
Ooh.
And the man's casting the spell is replaced by a gurgle of blood. The anguished soul deals 2 damage to Zayke.
Is this magical damage?
Is this magic?
Then
and
Zayke
then-
gets 0.
And then the golem's gonna punch you in the face, which I believe won't matter. I think that's how that works now.
I can choose to enter Wraith. I don't have to.
Are you choosing to enter Wraith?
I am not. Because if this
Okay.
is magical damage, I won't enter Wraith.
All right. So the construct clasps its hand around Zake's throat for 4 damage.
Oof.
Roll
So I need to
d20.
roll higher than a 4?
4 or higher, and you're good. Just die.
17.
Okay.
That's safe. That's safe. Woo! Your soul is dangerous.
Janan flips out of the hole, grabs the shadow cutter as it closes up, and she just puts it on her wrist for ease. Grabs the box, hefts her spear, and chucks it at the other construct. Oop, and will just abjectly fails.
Janan! No!
It's a 2.
What was the gunshot then? I thought this was Janan. I'm so confused.
The construct just waves its hand and like still hand to Zake's neck, waves his hand, just cracks the spear in half in the air. Zake.
Oh gosh. If the construct is just hold, God, I don't know. Does it feel like I can try and expel this foreign presence within me, or does it sound above my capabilities?
I mean, you can try whatever you want to do, but what feels good here? It's angry. It is eating away at you with the cold rage of a departed soul. So if you're going to battle it, you have to battle it on an emotional level.
Gotcha. Oof. Okay, so hear me out now. As this thing is holding me up, I guess, because I'm at 0 HP, so very frail. So it's gonna nudge again once more, let go of the half the shaft of the spear, and just hold it by the tip. And in that immediate distance, just try and edge it into its core, because I remember you saying it has a core of sorts, or did I make that up?
They have an eye on their forehead.
Oh,
That's
it's the
what you
eye.
could have stabbed for.
So that's definitely what I'm just gonna try and scrape off that eye with the tip of the spear. Just a normal attack at this point. I guess.
Normal attack.
No,
All right.
fuck it. It's gonna be wild because I'm
Wild
in a
attack.
precarious situation. This is wild no matter what.
Love it.
Spear like a dagger. This must.
What'd you get? What'd you get?
It was a 10, which I think is not.
Deal
an
double
outright-
damage, but they counterattack you.
Ooh, yep.
So, as you bury the spear point in its eye, you see it crack apart. You see the light leave, but it just the stone on the hand just crunches one notch tighter as it doing that, and it's gonna do 2 damage. So don't roll a 1.
Oh gosh. Okay. This is not
Roll
the
a partial
time to
success.
roll a 1. Okay, please.
Watch.
That's a 4. That's a 4. That was way too close for comfort. I don't like this one.
The
bit.
way you said that, I thought you were saying it was a 1.
No, that's a 4. That's a 4. It's fine. But
The arm breaks off at the wrist, and then you are able to pull it off of your neck.
ooh, at that point, the spear just stays embedded in the eye, and kind of Zayke lets go of it as he crumbles on the floor, knees first, and just hands on the ground, coughing blood. I'm sorry. I really am. I had to. It's only fair if you take me, but it won't bring you back.
As you're saying that, Janon comes in close, and walking in from the edge of your vision, from the direction the wizard was in, you see Roderick. Reloading his gun. Hacking it away. Sheathing a knife. He regards you and realizes that something is still wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Could you roll me 2d20s?
Can. I don't want to, but I can next. Okay. First one. It's the 20 again. Second one is a 3.
Okay. So all in all, not horrible.
Ooh.
The chill continues to set in, and you dealt 3 damage. But before you roll to see if that kills you, we're gonna pop over to the other group.
Sure, because why not?
I'm the worst.
I'm so stressed.
Oh.
So,
My heart
pop
rate,
over to the other
y'all.
group.
I can't.
Lena, you literally, it feels like Zayke is dying actively.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna put my son down so I can focus. Oh God. Yep. Yeah. So
So we got left off with
yeah.
petrified Everett. Ro
Mhm.
disappeared as the last light went through. In the
Mhm.
distance, we have Doctor
Yeah.
and Faris. Not quite
And-
distance, they're like 60 feet out. And he wheels to look at Lena, who just shot him in the back of the head for 24 fucking damage.
I think like the progression is like the shot is like Lena's like looking pretty badass. Like she knows that she just did a lot of damage, and then like wave after wave of this feeling that Zayke is dying is like hitting her, and she's just like slowly crumbling, but like still trying to just like look like she's got it together, like that she is a threat, but she like you can see it like on her face that like she wants to run and find where Zayke is but can't, but she still has her hand raised like at him. She can't fire it again without reloading, but that's fine. You're muted.
Dang it! You are the protagonist. You do get to act first. He is hefting his spear up.
Yep. Cool.
Cool.
Still have that potion we got.
What potion?
Got
Yeah,
it like
give it
last
potions.
season or something.
They have normal
You can
healing
heal
potions. They
Zayke.
heal 4, but because they heal you for 4, they heal Zayke for 4, and you know Zayke is dying, so like...
I did not know I had a potion. So yeah, I will drink that potion. I don't need the healing, but
You quaff a potion. Zayke gets healed for 4 HP. Which, like, hallelujah.
Immediately takes 3.
But it means you're not dead.
Yes.
Aaron's comments like, nervous already.
somebody more important than me needed it.
He crashes his spear butt down on the ground, and all the spears of the Solari behind him animate into the air. But Faris and Doctor.
What's that? I wanna read.
Well,
Oh, yeah. Well, reloading is another action.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's gonna be my next action, I think.
all Faris and the Doctor saw as they were flying over is Eren let off a last light and then Road disappearing, and they are probably too far away to have seen the magic sigil on the floor. So Faris will just scream in anger and then tell the Doctor to go towards Eren instead of going towards Zayke.
Oh, the Doctor, as Faris is saying that, the Doctor is already
light,
moving them
Faris.
towards Eren.
Her spear ignites. She's fucking ready.
You can actually
Right.
see that the doctor's the hand that normally glows is clenched tight and shaking as it actually begins to glow more.
You two make it to the top of the mesa. You ignited. Doctor ready to fight. Aaron's action was animating the spears. Lena reloads. And back to him. Will calls up. Oh, finally, the coward shows herself.
You're calling me a coward, fucking disintegrating a child.
Turns to look around for a second, like almost as if he needs to check if he's misremembering what just happened. He goes, I think your tricksters have been doing just fine with that. As he pushes his spear forward, and they're gonna make 20 spear attacks at all, the three of you.
Excuse?
Do those count as attacks that I could counter?
Yeah,
Potentially.
yeah, you can
Could
break
they
the
all-
spears.
Yeah, I also have counterattack.
All right. So that's good to know.
Do these also count as spells at all?
No.
Damn it!
Well, if
Alright,
you change
so-
the spelling
wait,
of spear slightly...
Here's a question, actually. This is a very important question. Do these count as magical?
No, the force field can protect them, but did you? I feel like you just stepped off the force field is where we're at right now, so it hasn't been redeployed yet.
Oh no, Faris jumped off the force field and landed in front of Aaron.
Reasonable. All right. So I rolled randomly to see who would get only 6 attacks at them instead of 7, and it was the doctor. So bank error in your favor.
Bank error. Don't talk about banks to me.
All right. So because of counterattack, mixed successes miss, and failures you get to attack back.
Mm-hmm.
So against Faris, we've got 2 hits and 2 counterattacks, and then 2 more hits and 1 more counterattack.
Okay.
So you get hit 4 times, so that's 8 damage, and you get to make. I'm just gonna say you break the 3 spears that miss you. They're broken. They're no longer magic.
Cool.
You look cool doing it. Let's do the same thing to Lena. That's a crit. And 1 counterattack and 2 normal misses. And 2 more. Okay, so you only get hit by 1. It hits you really good though for 4 damage, and you break 2 of them. As each of these are just like a big
gone worse.
skewering, spearing, all of them together. They just, because they're not wielded by soldiers, they just come together and big skewer balls on each of you. And the doctor, of course. Let us not forget him. As the doctor gets skewered for a total of 7 damage. All of you have a turn.
Faris, as she breaks through the spears, she's just
Yeah.
spinning her spear around, smashing as many of them as she can, and then she leaps forward towards Erin and just sticks a hand out, begins to glow. She ignites in light and flames, and she last lights him.
Excellent.
Can I simultaneously
rated.
do something with Faris?
What? Let me respond with him first, and then you can do something right after. But I have a feeling it's gonna go well for you. As you've activated his trap card, as you last at him, he dips his spear forward and shoots a lacerite right into your last light, crashing into each other. And I'd like you to roll the die. And while we're rolling dice, because he's rolling a die too, can the doctor tell me what he wants to do?
Use?
Well, as these 2 last lights are clashing together, I think very easily it would be noticeable that from the last lights, just a bit of the light seems to be sieving off into the doctor's hand as they clench it into a fist. And should it be possible, I'm going to spend 15 AP.
You have to save AP to turn Zake's face back.
It's important.
And
Robert?
the doctor's just going to do an uppercut towards Aaron as from below Aaron, a beam of light begins to erupt in the form of a fist. Specifically Faris's fist.
Does it have the tattoos?
What is this?
Yeah, what is this? What are you doing?
As the doctor casts
What spell is
telekinesis
It's the very
15
flavor
AP.
telekinesis.
to launch
Alright,
Aaron
so-
into the air if...
How
Let's
did we get
read.
to anime territory?
That was a while ago.
Yeah.
Remember Slayer?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I'm just gonna shoot him with a gun.
Okay, so if you spend 15 AP, that would be 30 damage, and launching him
75 feet
an
into the air.
absurd enough. No, those are
75
meters.
meters
Those
into
are
the air.
meters. All right, all right, all right, all right. So the last slide to lock. This blast happens. Faris, what did you roll?
18.
All right.
Show up my 24 damage, didn't you?
All right.
Well,
so
I did
let's-
it with no AP.
That's true.
That's a lie. Costs 3 AP to reload.
Shush.
Yeah, but that shot was first shot's free. First one's free.
Okay. What the fuck is happening?
I don't know.
You
Okay,
tell
so
us.
as these
At
as
this
these
point,
last rights clash together, there's a moment of balance equilibrium, and then the doctor just fucking swoop and launches Aaron into the air. He raises out his other hand and just kind of, while it's a lot of force, he rides it until he's floating in the air above the battlefield, still holding the last light. He does take 30 damage because that's what the spell does. Taking 70 damage now. Just to mention.
So at most, we have 29 more damage to do.
So he actually rolled a 20 on his last light contest.
Oh my god.
However, then the doctor chucked a really big monkey wrench in his life. So I think we redo the roll off as Faris has an opportunity to regain the advantage. Now at this point, this last light battle is arcing through the sky of Shamsara, illuminated like the sun.
Mm-hmm. What's that? 16.
That's a good number. That's a respectable number. But is that higher than a 5?
Maybe. So I think she actually like sort of redirects the beam and like tries to absorb his last light into hers and like spins it around her in this like massive flourish and then sends it flying back up at him again, trying to trying to kind of like down cut him to slam him back down again. And she is just glowing all over. Tattoos lit up, eyes just like two suns shining out of her face.
So, given the way you described the last fight, I want to offer you a devil's bargain. You can take the damage from his last light to then launch that much damage back at him.
Okay.
That's the deal. That's the bargain.
But I have 8 HP. Currently.
You don't die when you hit 0.
That's true. What would happen otherwise?
You just do 12 damage. Last light. This would be 2 last lights.
Okay. So double the effect. Ooh.
Which is 24 of the maximum 29 more hit points that he has because you know he has double-digit health.
See, I'm talking because I'm like, I also want to talk to this guy. This fucking guy. I don't want
Like,
to just disintegrate him. But
everyone else has hit 0 HP.
Unless
it's fine.
I haven't.
I'm gonna...
it's not a challenge.
I will take the devil's bargain. I will decide to hit 0 HP to show him how much power I really have. Since he seems to have so much doubt in Faris.
Penultimate light plus light, last light. Fuck you, Nunu.
I apologize for nothing.
The two beams strike into Aaron. I feel like the two last lights have a little bit different tenor to them. I feel like his is more erratic, streaks back and forth a little more. Whereas Faris's, I like to think, is just a very strong, constant blast of light, straight as an arrow.
Yeah, I like that.
Both strike. He's holding his levitation position, both of these blast into him, and he just turns in the air and just tumbles out of the sky. He's not disintegrated, but he doesn't hit the mesa.
Where's he going?
He's tumbling off the edge of the mesa. So 75 meters of the doctor and then the 60 meters of the mesa.
I mean, if our turn comes before, I can literally cast telekinesis to
Well, I still have to go.
Yeah,
also.
First it's Lena's go.
Oh, right, yeah.
Grab him, I want him.
Do I know where Zayke went?
You know where Zayke was going. You would have had the ample opportunity to figure out where exactly that was.
I'm just
We discussed,
going
was the garden with the
there.
gazebo, you know.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at Faris and look at the doctor and then just go. I'm just running towards where I know Zayke is.
Lena's really fast, so I'm going to let you get a little farther than would normally make sense here, as in the description. As you dash to the other end of the mesa and looking off it, you can see, you know what you're looking for. After a moment of scanning, you can see this garden. Mm-hmm. And you can see the gazebo. And you can see Zayke on his knees. There's this black aura around him.
Not again.
You see...
Yes, again.
From this distance, what seems to be maybe half a dozen corpses. And then you see two people standing over him. One of them is in a dark cloak, and the other one has is wearing armor and has some blues colors in it.
Mm-hmm.
Is the move here now? Lena swings from another city.
I mean, obviously.
All right. Imagining Lena doing the Horizon Zero Dawn rappel, where you just leap off and chuck the hook above you.
I do have a hook, and I have enough rope to save Zayke.
Please don't damage me.
Right. I'll pop over to Zayke.
Yes.
So Zayke, you were going to take 3 damage, but then you gained 4 HP first.
So I'm at 1.
So now you're at 1 HP.
Yes. Very important.
Yes.
As they kind of feels the presence of who we recognize as to be Broderick, because just kind of outstretches one of the hands in his direction, just wait, and continues to focus inwards to try and grab any piece of rational thinking that this anguished soul might still have.
Yeah.
And,
Roderick is going to squat down in front of Zayke and say, "It's just another angry person who's dead. They don't matter. Don't let them beat you."
I feel like Zayke just gets angrier at that statement, the don't matter statement, because it's exactly the kind of bullshit that he it's exactly because of this kind of bullshit that he fell out with Roderick in the first place. So he's like, shut up. Look. And just not speaking out loud, just in his inner voice, inner mind. I would do it again. I would. It's nothing personal. It isn't. But if you don't let me go now, then I can make this better. I can't fix it. I can't build a better world. Just go. Rest in peace. Leave with a promise. I'll make sure it wasn't in vain.
It's not words, but it's ideas. It's a question. Is that promise genuine?
Yes.
You start to see the light return. A glint on the edge of your vision. As the light is returning, you catch the glint on Lena's grappling hook as she's swinging across the city to save you. And as the spirit's leaving, it deals 1 more point of damage to you. And it flies out into the air. This blackened cloud, bigger than a bear, just streaks across the night, moving like angry ink. Lena, you see it leave.
Well, that's good at least.
They're kind of still kneeling at 0 hit points, so with a lot of effort, kind of claws at Roderick's shoulders and kind of clenches his hand, clasping his shoulder a little bit. They always matter. Otherwise, it's just numbers. Kind of shoves him off a little bit, but thank you, I guess. And goes back and puts both his hands again on the floor, waiting for Lena to arrive.
You're worth saving. It's always numbers. Even that better world of yours, that'll be numbers. Just better ones.
You're right. It's
We
numbers.
have to talk
but-
about Everett.
What? Is he here?
He looks over towards the mesa. As you see a plume of light from behind it.
Why would you? He's just a kid. Why would you?
You could never stop him. You think I could?
Fair enough. Well, in that case, he should be there, not here. I have things under control. Kind of.
Ro won't let anything happen to him.
Hope you're right. If Lena's here, it means they're probably all safe. Kind of, with a lot of effort, lean the other way and just lie on their backs. See if you can see Lena approach from anywhere.
Yeah. We're going to pop over back to the radiant falling through the sky.
I mean, Faris would just yell out to the doctor, "Grab him, I need him."
And just, again, just the light of Faris's hand catching the radiant. I think is really the best kind of insult to the radiant, is that Faris's hand is the thing that catches it.
100%.
Yep. So you can gently control it for 10 seconds, which should be enough to convey his limp body to the edge of the mesa.
As soon as he's up there, Faris will just grab him out of the hand, turn him around and throw him onto the mesa. Like, spins on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Storm over to him. Is he awake?
Doesn't seem to be, but you have ways to fix that.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna spend AP to heal Aaron.
Gonna heal myself first.
All right. You
So
heal
I heal
yourself
myself for 6.
for 6. The doctor, you have a couple rounds here to get, like, fixing yourself kind of stuff down if you need to.
Yeah, the doctor will. Seeing Faris heal herself. But yeah.
All right. Afterwards, as the two of you have a brief moment of respite, standing over his radiance, you see faces start to pop out of the buildings. People who were trying to lie low now that the action's calmed down, peeking their head out. At first, they're curious, and then a lot of them are aghast. You even see a couple of people reaching for weapons and, like, hurriedly putting on armor. You standing over the defeated, what seems to be corpse of one of their high leaders. After being accused of murdering another one, you realize this doesn't look good.
Yeah, but Faris still strides forwards towards him, kneels down so that her knee is in his chest, puts her spear so that the shaft of it is, like, leaning over his neck, and then will heal him for 1 point using 1 point of her own HP.
Love oblation for that.
So they would see sort of... I think she's still got residual glow from just how fucking badass that last light was.
100%.
So they see some of the glow from her just kind of seep out and then into him and light up his tattoos, just restoring him that 1 hit point.
He coughs awake, sputtering blood on your knee.
Okay.
Just for color. He looks up at you with utter contempt mixed with acceptance. So here's where we fall.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said, Matt.
That's fine. Said, so here's where we fall.
What we? You've made it abundantly clear I'm not one of you anymore.
You're going to kill me, and you're never going to live this down.
I want to, but I think it would actually be better to show everyone what kind of man you really are. Don't you? You would deserve it. You would deserve it for what you did to Ro, Camille, Naima, Janan, Nurul, me, Alika. The Vertex, maybe, I don't know, maybe you were lying about killing him, or maybe you did just kill him for your own gain. I don't know. I wouldn't put it past you. Do you want to tell me the truth? She's going to try and cast Compel Truth on him.
Oh shit, do it. Roll that die. Roll that die.
That is a 12. What's that again?
I'm not sure.
Hang on.
Here we are. 12 to answer 3 questions truthfully. Did you kill him?
Yeah, well, she just asked it.
His honest answer is not directly.
How loud is he speaking right now?
Pretty
As far as
fucking
his-
quiet. You have 2 more questions.
I know. I'm thinking.
He's going to interject. You and your tricksters and your friends. Oh, tell me, how much of this did he have planned from the start?
If you mean Arvis, I don't associate with him.
Bullshit.
What have you been
compelled me
trying-
before? No, you weren't working with.
What have you been trying to plan with Arvis?
Compel truth questions. They good.
Mm-hmm. And she's asking this quite loudly, by the way.
Yeah. And honestly, the way I imagine it, he doesn't have the breath to respond loudly.
Mm-hmm.
1 HP, fell to the sky, last lighted twice, shot in the back of the head. There was shocked by lightning twice, I think. You know, there's been a lot.
Oh, heal him to full if we need that. No, I'm kidding.
Now speak loudly. We had an accord, a deal. I'd do things he wanted. He'd keep me secure. Help me get this spot. The things he wanted were always meaningless. Pick a new recruit, give them a job they would never follow through on. Stuff like that.
So me. It's a statement, not a question.
You.
Where's Alika?
He smiles. I don't know. Now, are you gonna kill me or not? As he starts to glow.
Just kind of looks down to the gardens where she knows Zayke and the others are.
He's at 1 HP. You can hit him without killing him. That
I know.
You can do that, by the way.
That's what I know. It's just like shakes her head, looks around her. No, I'm not going to let you make me stoop to your level. Then brings the shaft of her spear up and conks him on the head. And then immediately begins tying him up with the rope she obviously has.
Yeah, just enough rope to save Zayke. With plenty enough to tie up the radiant. But as you're doing that, an arrow whistles through the air and strikes you in the left arm for 4 damage.
Cool.
As you see...
Well, that's a 10.
Count. Oh god, you were at 0? Didn't you heal for yourself for 6?
Oh wait, yeah, sorry, never mind.
Didn't you? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you healed yourself.
Yeah, I did. Now I'm on 1. Cool.
Imagine the scare that would have been if you rolled a 2. That arm is debilitated. For the scene is how that arrow ability works. So you can't do much with it.
Okay.
As you're able to see a crew of more ragtag combatants who seem to be moving to avenge their radiant, or rescue or something.
Get on, let's go. Let's force field up.
Just gonna grab the radiant and take him with her.
All right. As that's happening, we're gonna dash over to our other lovely 2 characters. As Lena arrives.
Zayke chugs down a potion, first of all.
Oh, I forgot Everett. He would have thawed by just about dead and probably scampered with you.
Everett, get on.
But we'll do that next time when we get back to them. So Lena properly arrives in the gardens. It's still quiet. There's something else going on in the city that seems to be attracting all the attention of the would-be militants.
Yeah, so as Lena arrives, Zayke's like laying down there on the floor, just carefully just sipping on a potion, because he's just they just think everything's okay. If Lena's here, it means the other place is fine.
Like Leon wouldn't just abandon everything. That's 4
Yeah,
HP.
that's 4 HP, yeah, for both of us.
Thank you.
Yeah. Roderick's there, standing aside. He's holding a dagger in his hand, but loosely. And Janan is just kind of like holding the box under her arm, like,
Zay kind of sits up. Hi. I take it everything's okay. I didn't really need your help this time. Almost.
I think like as at the like, oh hi, I think Lena just like tosses herself at them, like
Yeah.
arms around the neck, just like, don't do that again.
What do you mean?
And then just like
told
holding
you.
their face, just like,
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. Okay.
Yeah. It's fine. I told you I wouldn't die. I'm not dead. That's what matters, right?
But you're okay.
Yeah. I think that little problem with the Cervanian is fixed. Kind of looks in the direction of the corpse with the bullet wound to the head. Thanks to him.
Yeah.
It's like, we need to talk about Everett.
We need to talk about Everett.
Wait. Okay, well, let me stand up. Okay, first of all, points at the box. We should take this as soon as possible. Everything's okay up there, right? Faris and the doctor are still in the house, do you know?
I don't know.
You don't... Well, okay, cool. If you don't
mean,
know, I assume they are.
Things were going okay, and then I felt that you weren't doing okay, so I left.
You left who? Ro? Did you leave Ro
I don't-
alone? With...
Well, Faris and the doctor were there. I don't know.
Faris and the doctor were...
I don't know
Okay.
where Ro is.
Lena kind of puts their hands on your face.
Like,
Thank you. I love you. But now we need to deal with this mess. Also, I have a very, very weird face. I don't feel attractive nor beautiful at the moment, so let's skip that until we're done. And then we can talk. For now, documents, palace, see if
No,
Faris is okay.
they're like
Oh! Is that... Well, I guess they're okay.
no, they're okay. I don't know where Ro is. They disappeared.
You don't know where Ro is?
I went after
What do you
them.
mean they disappeared?
I don't know. I went after them and I got there and Aaron was attacking them and I shot him and then they were just gone.
Did they hide? Did they...
I don't know.
Okay, well, we have to look for them.
Lena,
Hmm.
you would have probably been able to recognize the presentation of the teleportation because you've seen
Okay.
Arvis use the same style of spell.
Yeah, so I'd be like, they teleported.
They... Against their will?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
It's okay,
I could-
Lena. It's not your fault. It's... I don't know what it is, but we can't fix everything at the same time. We have to assume that Ro's fine for now. We have to make sure we leave here and we regather our strength and find them. But we're in the middle of a city where people are literally trying to just kill Faris. And I hate to say this, but without her, I don't think we can leave here properly. So, okay. I don't know, Lena. I don't know. Let's go. It just like grabs the box from Janon and starts sprinting towards the mesa again.
Sure. Janon looks at Lena. And she sighs. She's going to get going. And then Roderick's going to walk up to Lena and kind of, as he's heading, seemingly to travel with you, and goes, "You need bullets?" He's reloading his.
No, I'm good.
No,
But I do want to like take a look at his gun and see if it looks cooler than mine.
It's very utilitarian.
Shame.
No style points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they can't all be built into a mechanical arm, I guess.
I mean, yeah, yours is so fucking cool of an idea. But Roderick just seems entirely unfazed by all this trash.
Sure.
I mean, that tracks. Yeah.
All right, so that crew of four start to head across the Shamsara. And as he's doing that, as you're going, Roderick puts his gun away and pulls out a knife. Actually, a few knives, throwing knives, and drips little bits of poison on them. I'm assuming I'm not supposed to kill anybody.
I mean, if you ask him, pointing at Zayke.
Yeah. No, you would recognize the sleeping poison.
Like, oh, nice. So
yes, I
this is-
appreciate if we could avoid a political mess, if you don't mind, even more than it is already. We're trying to salvage the situation.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like look at Zayke and be like, the doctor shot the Radiant about 70 meters straight up into the air. I believe there's very little to be salvaged at this point.
No, it's fine. We have the proof that the Radiant was trash and absolute garbage, so that's fine. We just need to not kill civilians.
Well, no. Right.
Okay. Good.
Gonna hop to our other crew. As you're getting ready to hop off and leave, as vigilantes start to cluster, Everett shakes off the flakes of stone like a dog.
Everett?
Hi.
What are you?
What's wrong?
Looks to the people currently running towards them, looks back at Everett. Just get behind me, okay?
Scampers over. Really sorry, by the way. Really, really, really sorry.
It's okay. Just, we have more important things to focus on, right? She's gonna try and like, you said she can't use one of her arms. Can she still just sort of like heft the Radiant over one shoulder?
Yeah, although the doctor might be able to help. The way I'm imagining the scene right now is you're on the edge of the mesa with the force field splayed out to protect, and then when it comes time, the force field can like scoop down, and you can fly away.
Honestly,
She's gonna
really big. It can still protect us and fly away.
Yeah, that's what I was describing as like scooping down, but still having a wall.
Yeah.
As she does that, she's gonna call out to the people who are running towards them. The Radiant the Radiant just admitted to killing the Vertex himself, so I'm taking him for some questioning.
As it's happening, like 2 arrows just right where Faris's face would be.
Yeah.
They don't seem very impressed.
It's fine.
That was 4 damage. Honestly, though, the force would probably took like another 7 or so from just miscellaneous attacks. As you all fly away, Everett, with gun out, small Faris standing, holding the Radiant, spear limply in the other hand, and the doctor guiding the force field. Where does the party regroup? That seems like next step.
I mean, I imagine that we would have been trying to head to where we know Zayke went to get the evidence.
All right.
Yeah.
So I think you float through the air to the point where you all see each other.
Oh, down there.
And you just kind of come on down in a light Mary Poppins style on a street. a dusty yet pretty street. Broderick, Janon, both there.
Oh yeah, is Neural still with us? Totally forgot about them.
There wasn't that much room on the force field. Don't correct me, Doctor.
I'm going to.
No, you're fine. Oh, thanks. Okay, good. What happened?
We caught the bastard.
Where's Ro?
Ro's gone.
Gone?
We'll.
Did they fly away?
We don't have time to deal with this now. We'll find Ro as soon as we deal with this.
What do you mean find Ro? This fucker disintegrated them.
No,
What?
Lena
No,
just told me someone
they-
teleported Ro away.
there was a sigil under them.
Who?
Arvis, obviously.
Lena just nods.
Everett, you better not be fucking working for him anymore, I swear to God.
I'm just pissed.
Good.
I'm sorry. Last time, I'm fucking sorry.
Language.
Okay,
And
kid.
Faris used it.
Faris is an adult. Everybody fucks up. Just don't do it again.
He points to Lena.
As he starts pointing, it's like I wouldn't like just the face. I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Okay.
Britt, you were used and manipulated by a man who uses and manipulates people. We can forgive you for that, okay?
But we can't forgive
Okay.
bad language.
I can.
Okay, but where's Ro? Like, what could be more important than that?
Leaving this fucking place without causing a major global
There's
threat
something I need to do
the life.
first. Did you get the
What?
box?
Of course. What
Non-
could possibly be more important than get this box to the palace? Please tell me.
As you've been traveling, Janon has opened the crate and filed through and it's kind of collected the important shit. They're not going to believe it coming from you. We need to get this to one of the other, as of the Sun Council.
I don't even get the satisfaction of doing this, really.
Of course not.
Fine, I still want to look at it.
Sure.
What does it say?
Oh, you're looking at it. Sure, right, that makes sense. That makes. So he's once upon a time he was
As you
downloading
do.
a lot of music files on a website called LimeWire. No, to be so the things that John has cherry picked are records of communications with an individual identified as the Shadow Master, records, reports that are supposed to have been destroyed of orders given to enact untoward actions such as doctoring files to blame Faris for. Honestly, there's at least one murder there that you didn't even hear about.
Hmm.
It really made you into a boogeyman. Yeah, that's like the Cliff Notes version.
I mean, Faris will look at all of it. She doesn't want the Cliff Notes version. She's looking at. I understand that you don't have to give me all of that, but Faris is reading.
Oh,
everything.
I understand that Faris wants everything.
Yeah,
I'm just not gonna say it all.
that's fine. But just for the record, Faris is not just taking the files Janan gives her. She's taking everything.
There's all digging deeper into it. There's some fairly innocuous looking stuff that are communications with the Sunkeeper. At least from the outside, with the context you have, they look like normal, like political strategy conversations.
Mm-hmm. I could read this out loud and have the whole city hear it. He used that spell earlier. I'm sure I can too.
It would be your voice, whoever recognizes you from the powers of the city would know it's you, I think we need to get this to the Inksmith.
That's what I think.
Say the same thing.
They were all made to believe that you did horrible things. Believe something like it's coming from.
Maybe you'll convince a few of them. Maybe half, but we need more than that.
Faris, I know this is not what you expected. It's not the vindication you were hoping for, but it's the right thing to do.
Fine. Need to find Alika and Ro anyway.
Yes. Hey.
They're likely in the palace, which is where the Inksmith would be, so...
Well, Erin doesn't know where Alika is. I might be able to find her, though.
Someone will know.
Somebody knows.
Yeah.
Surprised. Does anyone have a way of making copies of this or something? I don't trust them with having the only copies of this.
Oh, shout out to me not taking, like, the one spy tree that would allow me to do that.
The
'Cause
stenographer.
The steno tree has that.
Yeah, that's true. Not me.
Oh.
Do I have that? No, because that's done.
Janon will pop in like, I have some contacts I could do. It might take a little bit longer. And Roderick pops in. I know you don't trust me, but I could.
He's a very good spy, as much of it as it pains me to admit.
Can you do it here in front of me so I can see what you're doing the entire time? Man who once stabbed me.
Nice to see you two again.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, you're
Grow
past
up the stenographer
Yeah.
tree.
Yeah, he can't. Yeah, I was looking at exactly how it works for the descriptions, but
dossier.
he reaches amongst his cloak, pulls out a messy manila folder with papers spilling out of it, holds on hand.
Hands it over.
Just presses the folder, and the folder gets a little fatter. Now we've got a copy.
Thank you.
Oh, you want it, don't you?
Yes, of course.
Pulls the folder back out, takes out a chunk of pages.
Thank you.
Make sure that those are the correct ones, because I have seen this before. Somebody puts
It's
it
just
away and
his
goes, "Oh,
it's his
whoops."
fanfic.
Yeah, just starts reading it.
It's
To make
his
sure it's the
fanfic.
same.
He puts the folder back. It's the same, although he's good, and he did put it in his jacket first. You have very little doubt that if he wanted to keep a copy, he could have.
It's fine. She just wants to make sure that she has 2 copies. That's all.
Yeah. Look at this, working together.
Don't.
This barely counts as
lighten the
working
mood.
together.
Well, lighten the mood.
I mean,
Yeah.
so I want to. Does Everett look good? Everett looks okay.
Everett's shaking, but he looks like he's not hurt. Also, he's still clutching that gun
But,
with an
like,
iron
yeah.
grip.
I think Lena's gonna look at him and just be like, "You good?"
I want to find Ro.
We will.
Oh,
We're gonna find them.
turns to Faris. Ro said that Alika and some of the other people were in the cells underneath the palace.
So they are here?
Supposedly,
There we go.
supposedly the ants went looking for them and found them.
Beautiful ants.
I don't know what the ants means, but do
I do. It's fine.
It means exactly what you think.
you have like a spy organization helping you in
little
Shamsara?
ants.
Well, Ro does, and they're ants.
What we are going to
Like
do
ants.
is we are going to go back to the Palace of the Sun, and we are going to read this out to them until they come out and talk to us. Okay?
And Zayke and I know how to get to the lower levels of the palace. We'll need the shadow cutter, and I'm gonna hold my hand out to Zayke to like take it back.
Point at Janon. Actually,
pulls it off her wrist and gently tosses it to Lena.
Thank
Sorry,
you. So
had to.
we can. No, it's fine. So we know how to get down to
You
find
want
them.
to
move.
give us a copy, just in case we find the inksmith while we're inside?
Roderick pulls Jason in his pocket, pulls another pile of papers, hands it.
Thank you. Rolls it up.
I say I can put it in. Oh, I say I can put it in the blink pack.
Oh, sure.
There's an absurd amount of paperwork involved in spycraft. Worst part.
Sounds boring.
Yeah, I tend to work around those particular skill sets. That's I'm gonna put over to Zayke.
Oh, wait. Was I
That's their job.
supposed to keep the paperwork all this time? Because I haven't.
Can we go, please?
Sorry. Yeah, let's go.
Yep.
They start to fly off that direction. We're gonna check in with Ro.
Who are we now?
You find yourself in a grand, vast, gaudy, decorated in golds and reds and some emerald green accents, subterranean chamber. Deep within the grinding bowels of Valerith, a throne room of sorts. Standing at the above on a dais is a skeletal lich with a bone-fanned collar and adorned in reds and blacks. And you appear down in the very epicenter of the chamber where a magic circle constructs down to one golden gilded runestone. And the voice just booms out. It's been too long, niece. That's all we get.
Oh no.
Damn.
Damn.
A part of me just wanted that after that entire description, I said, and his voice booms out, and you would just say, "Meh." I love that.
Well, hey man.
Ooh.
All of that.
He just
So-
dabs.
That was a well-named episode.
That was a
Oh,
fucking time.
boy.
I would say
Holy
so.
moly.
I mean, it would have been better if you had named it Lightning of the Fray, but you know.
There was a lot of lightning. Quite a bit of lightning.
Thunderbolts
There
and
were also
lightning.
Two
Very, very
instances of
frightening.
fire, so
Very
I think it was
frightening.
fine.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, there was a lot of fire. I mean,
was a lot of-
Faris
a
was
lot
just
of-
straight fire.
Yeah.
I like to think she's still glowing right now.
Oh yeah.
She always
Some
is
say
when I look
she's
at her.
still glowing to this day.
She'll stay glowing with anger for the rest of her life at this point.
Oh my god, that was fucking
so-
wild.
That
Things
was-
happened.
Things did indeed happen.
I believe that you are correct.
Can't wait until next Monday.
Yeah.
God.
My poor bean.
How do outros happen?
I don't even know. I'm already RPG hungover.
Yeah.
Like, we're
I
not
think-
even off and I'm already there.
I don't know. Something about going around and shouting at each other. No, that must be wrong.
I think we just yell at Nat, right?
Yeah, we just
go
yell at
around and
Nat,
shout
yeah.
at Nat.
Yeah. Shout at Nat? Yeah. I think so.
Me?
Nat!
Nat, how dare you fucking give us such a wonderful episode.
How dare you threaten us with a good time.
I would like to thank Izza for a lot for this trash.
Yeah!
That
That tracks.
It's
you
true.
are welcome.
And I would like to thank Ro, or more accurately Sam, for giving me the space to make some of this trash.
Ah! Pew pew. It's lightning hands.
There's some good shit.
lightning
happening.
hands.
Pew pew.
And then we gotta go get a flower from a gardener.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot
We
about
still
this.
have to do that.
But now
No,
we
it's fine.
can't.
I figured it out already. We just go home. We have a flower. We ask him to scream. It's good.
Did I do it right?
Poppy can
Is
do
my
it.
performance acceptable?
Poppy can do it. It's fine.
Yeah, let Poppy scream.
Oh my god.
Only Ro hears.
I have no
Oh,
mouth,
yeah.
but I must
Th-
scream.
Does if you just need the flower to scream, does a potion created with any flower work for Ro? Because technically Ro can speak through all plants. Just pick any flower and then Ro can be cured. The rest of the people will figure it out later.
Yeah,
Really
fuck the
only
rest
cared
of them.
about Ro anyway, to be honest.
So I just want to check in. How much AP would people start the session with versus loot versus end?
Oh my gosh.
35. I have 13.
Yeah, Ro started
Wow.
with 32. I have 10.
I had 30. I now have
Oh wow, Sam, we spent the same
2,
amount.
but I might have forgotten something. I don't know. It's been very hectic.
I
Wait,
had
what was-
Yep.
29. I now have 18.
Wait, sorry, I have 21 because I forgot to count compel truth.
Suck.
That was it.
I had 24 and I have 21.
Wow.
Magic is a sham. Magic is a sham.
true.
Save your AP.
I literally stopped spending AP when I went into close combat with the golem. 'Cause all of the AP was before that.
True.
Oh.
My god.
All right. Well, we've been No Initiative. We've been had a lovely time today. I was your guide, Nat. You can find us here every Monday, same time, 6:30 Eastern time. Next week, will probably be, I'm just gonna say similarly, but like slightly lower level excitement. That's my guess. That's my shot.
Oh no. Well, okay. Is it get ready for last lights again?
We're just going
Okay.
gardening, right?
I'm gonna
You are
fucking
going
last
to-
light
Yeah,
that
that's fine.
lich. I'm just gonna last light
Oh,
that
yeah.
lich like 10 times.
I'm
Do
really,
you have the AP for that?
I'm really looking forward to y'all meeting the gardener. It's gonna be silly.
Oh my god. Is it Arvis?
Oh fuck! There
It's
goes
always
my
Arvis.
twist.
Aaron Kolvrak's also Arvis.
Also,
Oh.
Everyone, Arvis.
Everyone
All right.
nervous.
Okay, I
Um,
really need to pee, so can we outro?
yeah. So yeah, that's us. You can also, if you liked me, you can find me on Twitter at CrimeNat or on Wednesdays or Fridays on twitch.tv/FinTheBin. On Fridays in particular, we play Downfall, where we play a Spire actual player, and I'm a player named Z, who's a poet who doesn't know his name. He's really sad. It's
Aw.
good.
Your name is
Someone go.
Zacharias.
Hi.
My name's Robert. You can follow me at Voices of Robert on everything. I've got a Pokemon Radical Red Twitch stream every Tuesday at 1, except last Tuesday. And there is honestly a possibility this Tuesday, aka tomorrow, because I've got like a fucking 102 fever. And, you know, I turned it on for the show, but now I'm about to die. So, we'll see. But if I do it, you can find me at 1 o'clock Eastern Time tomorrow on my Twitch at Voices of Robert. Yeah, that's it. Whatever. Megan, go.
Hello, I'm Megan. I have been Lena. I will continue to be Lena. You can find me at Megan Lynn FTW. Most places you can find somebody online. I have forgotten how to speak, apparently. Oh, I don't have to vamp too much longer. That was really quick. You can find me here, obviously, Mondays. You can find me coming up in 2 weeks, or no, so week from Sunday, on twitch.tv/Colonomicon. I am playing in a one-shot Sunday game of Thirsty Sword Lesbians that I am overjoyed to be playing in. I still have been unable to pick my playbook because they're all so good and it's a very hard decision for me. You can also find me the last Tuesday of the month, that's the 25th, on my stream Unprepared. This month we are playing One Last Fight, which is an amazing card game that one of my friends Ethan designed, and it's amazing and very fun. I'm super excited about it. You can hear my voice on an Aegon podcast coming out later this spring. The lovely Izza is in that with me, and you can also hear my voice a second time with Izza in the lovely Sam on Protean City Comics for the new comics line Incidentals, which I believe, I don't want to be made a liar of, but I believe that should be coming out next Wednesday, I think.
I believe so.
James, call me a liar if I'm a liar. And also I design games, and you can find any of my games at meganlynnftw.itch.io. Yeah, so check them out. And I will pass it over to my beloved twin, Isa.
Hey, I'm Isa, and I'm exhausted. If you want to find more of what I do, you can follow me at Evil Clever Dog on Twitter and Instagram. I also make YouTube videos. My YouTube channel is also called Evil Clever Dog. I'm a cosplayer and designer and crafter and so on and so forth, and I make videos about doing that. My next video is coming out on Friday. It's going to be me making the Raven Clan shield from Assassin's Creed Valhalla, so come check that out. I think other people already said most of the other things I'm doing, which is so many things. But yeah, Pokemon, Spire, The Incidentals, Aegon, and then you can also find me next Saturday on the Asians Represent at Critical Read Al Qadim podcast. That's at like 5 BST, 12 EST, I think. I can't remember. It's been a stressful day for me / Faris. So yeah, that's me. Nuno, you go now.
Sure, I'll go. Yeah, everyone, thank you for watching. This was really fun. The episode was amazing, and we had like 3 death rolls, so that doesn't happen very often. So, excitement? Question mark? I don't know, but I myself played Zayke, the Charmblade. I'm Nuno. You can find me online wherever you find people online at jnunotex. Currently, this is the only camera-facing project I have going on, but towards the end of the month, there might be new things coming on. I can't talk about them just yet, but it's going to be big. Pay attention. Follow me. I'll give you more details whenever I can announce it. That's it. Oh, also, by the way, we're Quest affiliates. The game we're playing today is Quest, the RPG, and we are affiliates. That means that you can use the code NOINITIATIVE, all together, no spaces, all caps, in their store for 10% off every item. So if you want to make a big purchase, go ahead, use code NOINITIATIVE for 10% off. Discount, always good. Next, I think it's Sam. Go on, Sam.
Yeah, hey everyone, I am Sam. You can find me on Twitter at the Sam Wisest. I am the Samwise Game G here on Twitch. I am the accessibility director here at Chromatic Chimera. You can see me right back here on Wednesday in our 13th Age game, Woven Realm, which is a game that features our entire admin team and one of our legacy players. So come and check that out. It's just started. Otherwise, that's all that I'm actively streaming right now. You'll be able to find me, hear me on the Incidentals with Megan and Isa and the lovely and the Meltdowns in chat. Thanks for being here, James. Like always, we love seeing you join us. Also, though, I edit the podcast version of the Soaring City. So if you've missed, our first few seasons and you want to see how we got to this hot mess we are today, before you meet my new character next week, then go over to our Anchor or find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all that good stuff. You can just search Quest the Soaring City or No Initiative. We update every Wednesday, every Tuesday. Sorry, my brain fried. I forgot when I was. So check that out and follow us there. I think that's all I've got going on. We will be rating our good friends over at Critical Misses, though. Make sure to put Ulus in chat for them. Their GM is Noir, who's one of our admins here. So, give them lots of love.
I love playing games with these people.
Seriously.
Hey.
Thank you, Nat, for a ridiculously good session.
Yeah. And thank you everyone in chat for coming
Yeah.
along for the ride. We appreciate seeing
thank
you every week. It means the world. So thank you.
And we'll
See
see
you
you
next week.
right back here.
Goodbye.
Face
Everything
my
is
uncle.
fine.
It's
Bye,
fine.
I love you all.